All right. I think we have everything set up here. What's going on, everybody? So tonight we are. Let me get some of the background going on here. So tonight we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Recently I've been in contact with a upcoming boosting community who reached out to me. Um, they saw my video when I was talking about wanting to get numbers on how much gold you can make with being a booster and how much gold you can make being a broker. Uh, I was, very very picky with a lot of the ones that I had talked to already because of the issues with real world trading. I wanted to make very very sure that before I started looking into any of it and supporting any kind of community that they were completely cool with all of that, because I know that's a big thing that a lot of people have worries with when it comes to that, and this group was 100% on top of that. It is, let's see right here, Accelerated Boosting Community. I'll put a link to the Discord and everything else with pinned on the live stream once it's done, as well as in the videos that we'll be making coming up. So tonight we're actually going to be getting purchasing a boost. So we're going to be doing one of the 15 plus time to key runs, and then can't get in stream right yet, but following that, the head booster that is going to be taking us through is also going to be coming in for a little Q&A, being able to talk about from the booster perspective what's going on. I have a couple of questions. If anybody in here has any questions, put them in Discord. Come over and ask them in Discord in the chat. Chat's open. More than welcome to ask through the stream as well. I'll get the questions that I can. I just want to be able to, make as best a decision that we possibly can. I kind of played around with it earlier, and it seems like it was very, very smooth. So, wanted to show off a couple of the things, and we'll just kind of get it started. So, one of the biggest things that I actually see that's different about this community is, let's see if I can do this correctly. Oh, look at that. Little snappy little spot over here. So the biggest thing that I saw about this community was, this is their web page here. So they actually have a way for you to get your boosts. If you want anything, you can actually get the boost going through their website, and you can skip the broker if you want to, and it actually saves you gold. So that's just an extra way that they offer you to do it, and it's integrated into their Discord. So when you purchase one, all you have to do is sign up, and then you have to register your account, and essentially all it does is it makes it to where they can see, the name of your account on Blizzard. And then you just come over to the boost. See, they have like boost stuff for brokers. You can buy, they give you a price list of everything, and then it has just your account and your transaction history and all that. So I've actually already come in and deposited some gold. So we're just going to come over here and do this, and you can see kind of how I go through it. And then once we're done, we'll have all the questions at the end of the boost, and we'll kind of chat through it, talk about some other stuff. And then also at the end, I have most of the stuff set up on my side. We're also going to be testing. I'm set up to be a broker now, so we're going to be testing that as well. So let's go ahead and do the boost order form and see. All right, so right here, current, and then picking Modest Mills. That's who I have as my character here that we're getting it. We're going to get one. We're going to get a 15 key, and we're not going to do any armor stacking, but they give you armor stacking. You can, like if you wanted to, you can hit leather price goes up a little bit, but it's actually not that bad for the price for the boosts. So we're not going to be doing anything like that, but we are going to do any key, and we're going to do time guarantee. So I have just enough in there so that I can get the time guarantee. So then obviously I am not a robot. If anybody was wondering, I'm not. So then we're going to do submit boost request, and boom. So now the boost request has gone through, and it actually is really cool. It just integrates straight into their Discord. So you're going to see when you look on their Discord, it'll just say the open things, and you'll actually, or open Mythic Plus, and then you'll see that it'll pop up and say, hey, this person, this person, this person to fill. So let me message them real quick. So it shows that there's the key is up, it's going. Make sure that, all right, hold on one second. Sweet. Okay. Awesome. And we got ring. So tree is, yep. All right. So tree got in on the tank. So you can see trees here. So tree is one of their main boosters, and he is one that's going to come in afterwards. And let's see. And kind of talk to us a little bit about all the different stuff, and I'll have all my questions that I want to ask, and we'll have a bunch of stuff there. All right, so let's see. So Moon, I know that you were saying that you're part of, used to be part of boosting yourself and all that, and you're running keys. So do you have anything that you're specifically wanting to ask? I'm kind of interested because I'm from the side of the pure gold side, and that's a great reason why I kind of wanted you in here too, is because I know that you probably have a lot of questions that you could ask that I wouldn't think to ask.
No, not necessarily. I basically just have questions of requirements, like IO requirements. If it's an IO requirement, do you have to have all 15s done before you're allowed to be part of the community, so on and so on? Like, do they, how they look at finding a booster more than anything?
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, crap. Spires, and that's exactly where I was at. Right when I started the stream, I was already over at Spires, so rip.
But yeah. Yeah, like I never really worked for a community. Like, I sold them myself through Trade Chat. I did
gotcha.
I did work for star boosting for a while, but because I'm an alley player, they're very, very scarce.
Okay. And see, this community is predominantly Horde. They're predominantly
because
Horde.
That's where the majority of the play base is.
Yeah, especially the player base that's wanting to get this kind of stuff done.
Oh, 100%. Like paying for IO is a thing nowadays.
Of course. And the one thing that I saw is that they're pretty much across most of the big Horde servers. So like Area 52, Illidan, Bleeding, all that kind of stuff.
Where most of the high-end raiders would be going.
Absolutely. Yep. And they have a lot of selection on like how you can get in and purchase your boost and all that kind of stuff. But the other side of it with the broker is obviously one thing that I've been talking to, because that was the most intriguing part to me. I definitely wanted to show off the getting a boost done part, just because I actually kind of like, me personally, I like being able to kind of bypass the broker And
Oh yeah, you're saving like 10% normally.
yeah, you're saving 10%. But I like it because I've had communities that would let you bypass the broker before, but it was always bypass the broker by talking to one of the mods in the Discord, and you still kind of had to do the whole that's it. Oh shit, my stream Discord disconnected for a second. Yeah, it's just like you straight up bypass it and and just put in what you want and then rock and roll. And you saw it was super quick on getting the
100%.
getting the group. And that's what I was most impressed with, was how fast the integration with their Discord and how many people they have to just instantly pick it up.
Yeah, 100%. It's pretty good. Like, I wouldn't mind finding out more information about becoming a booster more than anything, because I want to get back into it.
Yeah, and that's definitely going to be one of the things that I cover and talk about, because that's one of the things I'm going to ask them. Let me see here real quick. Let me get. All right, why is it okay? All right. There we go. So I want to post this in here too. So if anyone is interested, I'm also going to have them up on our Discord. There's a couple other people that are going to come over from their Discord to our Discord and kind of be a part of the community as well. And I'm going to post this here. This is Tree. Is going to be our main booster for the night. So that's
nice.
Yeah, so that's actually, make sure that linked through. Yep. So if anybody actually wants to pull that up as well, you can see POV of Tree, and definitely if you're in here, he's running like solid high mythics. So I checked out some of his streams, and he's pretty legit. So give him a follow, support him, everything like that. He's helping us out tonight, so I really appreciate that. And going to be in here answering questions. So, and I think he mentioned that once he hits, not to throw that out for him, but yeah, once he hits 100 followers over on Twitch, he's going to start giving out 15 plus key runs. Very nice. I think we got everybody here. All right, maybe I'll run on in. All right, so we got most of them. Sweet.
I'm actually not listening to the stream. I'm listening to the stream. I'm not watching, by the way.
Oh, gotcha. You're just talking through Discord, yeah, because you're still working.
Yeah, I'm still working. I'm allowed to do pretty much whatever I want while I'm working, so I just thought I'd jump in here and help you talk to them and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, one of the other things that I really liked, and this is more of the the gold and the booster side of everything for me, is like two of the other communities that I had talked to, they were super strict on, their prices are their prices. There was no negotiation. You couldn't negotiate up or down, even if demand was high or low. You couldn't do anything. It was just that price was the price. And that kind of always turned me off to being a broker, because it gave me no flexibility whatsoever. Like, I wasn't able to say, oh well, there's nobody that's posting up 15 keys right now. Let me see if I can get like an extra 10 to 15k off of my sale. He's like, no, hardcore, you could not do that. And here they pretty much just allow you to do what you want as long as you can get a sale. So
most of the time, because when people are hard set on prices, most of the time it's because they are WTing it.
Oh yeah,
Like,
no. So let me rephrase that. Make sure I didn't say it wrong. So they, most of the other communities obviously would not let you go cheaper. So like, but my thing is like, if I'm going cheaper, I'm only cutting into my profit
yeah,
because it's part of mine. So you just pay me a little less, but we still get a sale. So I just never understood why they wouldn't let you do that. But the other hand, two of the other communities I spoke with, they wouldn't let you go more. So like,
yeah.
if there was nobody selling, and
I guess that's more or less thing of a image thing
it is,
more than a more profit.
I definitely get that on the side of the community.
Yeah,
But I, of course, was only looking at it as the side of profit. My profit in it. And
yeah,
and the way I would look at it too is one of the things that I saw from the beginning was they're okay with you going up. So like if you sell higher, then you're good, and that was very very enticing for me.
yeah. So it's kind of like just a normal sales job in general. The
Yeah,
more you can sell it for, the
of
more percentage that you can get from it.
of course, of course. So yeah, and oh, I like the Wild Spirits is ready. We do not move during Wild Spirits.
It's the same with the new DH I-beam, like with legendary.
Uh-huh.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing to move. I had like 5 I-beams pop, one
Oh
after
shit.
another, which is like awesome. And you're like, don't move, everything be stunned.
Oh damn. The run. So but the other thing that I was quite impressed with, and I had, not gonna, because I waited a while before actually selecting a community to kind of do this guide through for very obvious reasons.
Yeah,
The first, and I'm not gonna be a dick. I'm not gonna run anybody's name through the ground. The first one that I talked to, they were like straight up like, oh no, yeah, like RMT is a thing.
yeah.
They was, but at least they were open with me about it. They were just like, yeah, like that's a big part of our model. And then it was like, oh well, we won't be using that that one then. Yeah. So that's kind of why I've had.
Especially with how much of a bannable offense it is after the fall of Gallywix. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's
And
a pretty hardcore thing that they're trying to stamp out at the moment.
it is, and that is why I know I spoke with you about it, but for the stream, just so everybody knows that I actually did my due diligence with this. So the only reason that, well, not the only reason, but the reason why our conversation progressed past initial contact with Accelerate is that they are some of the most hardcore when it comes to, like, if you even remotely try RMT, your ass is getting banned.
Yeah,
Like, and it's not just a slap on the wrist ban. It is, if you want to join their Discord to be a booster or a broker, you have to register your phone number, not just like you normally do through Discord, through them, so that they can keep track of it, so that when you actually try to re-register again, if you get caught with RMT, they will have your number. So if you do a different number to try to bypass that number is still more, that first one you gave them is still more than likely going to be attached with your BNet.
yeah.
So they'll be able
But
to
then,
see.
how does that work with privacy laws in different countries?
Not privacy laws as in,
Like, Australia has different privacy laws than what America does.
oh, with being able to like have access to their phone number and stuff.
Yep.
Oh, well, that's a good point. I actually didn't think about that. So, does Australia have any kind of
Because,
privacy laws that would require them to not be able to have that information?
I know we're extremely strict when it
That's
comes to it.
I would think that that would kind of almost fall under the category of like a business transaction at that point, right?
Yes, but they would have to be a registered business.
Okay. Well, that's fair enough.
I give out mine all the time. Like,
What's
I don't
up?
give a shit, but,
Oh,
like,
Obs. Man, what's going on?
Just chilling, man.
You're back.
Back.
I just saw the thing come through that you joined back in. What was up?
I don't know. I was in here and there was just like some weird dude, and I don't know.
I was gonna say I don't know all the moderators or the guy you were talking about with, but I was gonna say if there was any issues, I'd like to know and clarify that.
Oh,
come on, Sage. You should be on top of that.
wait, we had a mod issue in our Discord.
I don't know. It was just
Uh,
some dude joined, and
He
like
said
he
it was
just
some guy, but like I said, his description doesn't remind me of any of the mods I know.
yeah, I don't know. He like I think I tagged you and I tagged Sage in something, and then I guess I tagged it in the wrong group. Like, for instance, like I tagged you in the Shady Rest Inn because I was in that chat last.
Okay.
And then and then he joined and like basically like bitched at me for doing that and shit. And then I was just like, all right, like my bad. And then he was just like rude. And then I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna dip. Like, this is weird.
Huh.
He sat in the chat
weird.
breathing for like
Yeah, that's
like
really
20 minutes. He just sat there breathing into the mic for like 20 minutes after he like ranted at me. And I was just like, this is
Fuck.
fucking
When was
weird.
this?
yeah.
Sorry to
When was
swear.
this?
This is like
Yeah, man.
probably,
If you ever have anything like that happen, man, just private message me. Yeah.
yeah, because I was thinking like I don't know, like I was just
Yeah,
like,
you don't
I
have to
didn't, like,
you don't have to dip, man. You've been here for longer than most people have been a part of the community.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
didn't want to
so-
be like that type of dude to be like, oh, like Modest wouldn't mind if I tagged him in something. I just didn't care. I was just like, whatever,
And I
man.
was gonna say,
No,
I-
fuck that, man.
It's like you
no,
win,
no,
dude.
no, no,
Like
no.
whatever.
No. Yeah, no. I'm not cool with that whatsoever. If anybody does that and tries to anybody, let's put it this way, anybody that's not a mod tries to tell you to not do something, then if you think that it's wrong, you just automatically talk to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Like I don't know. It is what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
I just farmed the riding turtle yesterday, the TCG mount.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah,
I got
sick.
it. I got it on my first try.
Whoa.
Oh, go away.
And then I
What?
farmed the black bow of the betrayer, like Illidan's bow.
Oh
I
shit.
got that on my first try.
Dude,
Yeah,
you just like
Good
fucking you just pulled a horseshoe out of your ass.
I've just been killing the game lately. I got I mean it's pretty easy, but I got a full set of tier 1 hunter gear.
Yep.
Wow.
Like you know,
Can
like
you
the
send me your luck? Can you send me your luck? I've been on a mad dry streak at the moment.
yeah.
I mean, hell, I had the luck this morning, Moon. I was telling you, I'm sure Sage saw it posted in there. I went this morning and was just essentially like recording for the little short that I'm gonna make about my my favorite little spot for Noble Garden and like farming the eggs and being able to get them out and stuff like that. And I mean, over years and years of farming, I have never once gotten a mount from the opening one of the brightly colored eggs, because it's like super rare that you
Netherwing?
can.
Yeah, isn't it like 1% or something?
Oh no,
Or
it's
that?
like 0.01%. Like it's ungodly rare. And-
That
Some
riding turtle that I
ludicrous.
got. So I can teach you guys if you guys care to get the riding turtle or the sea turtle.
I think I know what one you're on about. I'm pretty sure I do have it.
The mounts that I'm talking, like, because there's two of them, right? They're a 0.5% drop chance, but in Legion they changed it where if you have a level 3 garrison, like the fishing,
Yeah,
shack?
in your garrison. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can fish the minnows and throw the minnows, and it spawns a rare spawn called the cave dweller. It's like a murloc kind of thing,
Oh.
and you kill it, and then it has a 3% chance to drop either.
Yeah,
And you
amount.
can also do that as a raid too, so everyone can have a
Everybody
Yeah,
can
like-
tag it, and
like
I
if a bunch of
completely.
people in the community wanted to do it, then we could all get our garrisons, because you have to get.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You can't join my level 3 garrison and fish them. You also have to have a level 3 garrison to be able to fish the minnows, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you have to put the work in to be able to do it.
Yeah, or else it defeats the purpose of being like to have a level 3 garrison when you can just
Yeah.
mooch off someone else's.
Yeah, so they like made it like, but you know that you can join, like, if you don't have any garrison, and you can just join someone's garrison and go buy the garrison mounts. Do you know you can do that?
No, I didn't
Like
know that.
what's it called? I got the other day there. I'm at 156 mounts, by the way, which isn't too
Oh,
much,
nice.
but
Nice.
it's all right. I
I think
got
I'm at like 200.
rock tusk battle boar.
I got
want
that.
to-
See, I probably don't have as much as you guys. I just try to go for the like I spent years and years just grinding the same ones, and I have apparently abysmal luck. So I just would always pick the ones that were the hardest to farm, and then farm them until I got them. But
What
it
are-
made
what are
it.
your
I have
opinions?
I have a couple of CE pets mounts, which are pretty cool.
What are you guys' opinions about buying mounts, like from random people?
It doesn't really matter.
So what do you mean?
I bought
just
the
talking about
Thundering
boosting services.
Cloud Surf.
What's going
Yeah,
on,
like,
AJ? Thanks for
Thun-
stopping in.
Yeah, like what's your
like the
opinion if
Thundering
like you
Cloud
spend
Surf and
50k
stuff like that.
to get a mount? Like
Why not?
Like
Go
if you
for it.
if you gave someone 50k to get you like glory, like to take you through a dungeon and or raid, do everything to get you the glory mount. Like, what do you think of that?
Yeah, why not? So
If
there's
you're
plenty of
doing it with
people.
gold,
I
it's fine.
have a community that I joined, but they used to do alliance, but now they only do horde. So today, just for retrospect, I messaged somebody and I said, how much would it be to get spawn of Galak Raz?
Hmm.
You know what that mount is?
Isn't that
It's the fire proto drake, like the one that has the horns coming out of it and it has full armor. It's
Yeah, yeah.
glory of the Orgama Raider.
Yep.
I said to it was the Phoenix Sales Society. I'm like, how much to get this mount? And they were like, they took like 10 minutes to reply, and they were like 900k. I paid this other community that I'm in 50k, and they got me the mount.
Holy shit.
And I like
50?
said that to them, and they were
50K?
like, oh, like good deal.
Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. 50k is not bad at all, right? So right
Well,
now,
I can spend on my server 100k for the Lost Proto Drake if I wanted to.
Yeah. See, that's what I thought you were going to talk about. So like the other thing is, and
And the
They did
Thundering
this-
Cloud Serpent and
I
stuff like that.
I honestly don't remember who made the video about it, but I remember seeing a video probably like midway through BFA where somebody was posting their sales for doing Ice Crown lockouts sales. And
Oh yeah, so it can go straight to the Lich King.
yeah, and I mean like was absolutely killing it. Was
Yeah, there
was-
was someone on my server doing that.
yeah, was making like 30 to 40k per person.
Yeah.
Just
It's like
being
the
able to
world's
do
easiest thing.
yeah.
I wish we were scummier people, because then we could sell runs like
What do you
mythics,
mean?
like
Wait, wha-
mythic pluses.
That's what I do.
You can make big the big.
Well, that's what we're talking
what
about
he's
doing in
talking
this
about right now.
in the stream. Yeah,
Oh,
That's
that's
what we're
good.
talking about in the stream.
actually,
I don't
that's one of the things that we're kind of talking about. So this community is like super up and up, which is why I was wanting to kind of showcase them, and then we're going to be talking about doing broker and stuff like that for them afterwards.
Yeah, like I say, like the scummy thing is a joke, because a lot of people that sell them, like, people are like, oh, like, you're bad people, da, da,
Of
da,
course.
you know, like
And
I
and that's-
bought runs.
It's a grey area because you're buying quote unquote prestige because you're buying a thing that's superficial, which is IO, which people,
It's just
Yeah.
people
To get
mad
into
that you're making
runs,
money.
Yeah,
That's what
it
they
is.
pretty much are. It's
Well,
the same with
yeah.
like I used to sell.
Or they're not getting a run for 1 gold.
Yeah.
I used to sell cutting edge mounts for our guild, which was like,
Yeah, Cameron,
I think
50k is a
every-
stupid deal.
yeah, 100% it was.
For what?
If what you got.
Yeah, 50k for that
That's what I'm trying to show
glory
you. So,
mount, like that's
I
insane.
can, whoever's interested, like, I just read, so I messaged them and I'm like, so what's going on? Because they haven't said anything for a year. And one of the people messaged me and they were like, a lot of our runners left, but we only do Horde now, so like, sorry, but da-da-da. And I'm like, just invite me to the Horde, I'll make a Horde character. So they invited me, and right now, what they're doing is, let me screen share quickly.
Yeah, so like Accelerate does the
Where is it? Here it is. Okay, look, this is what they're doing right now. If you join the screen share. I also, this top one, the Glory of the Argus Raider, the Antoring Gloomhound, I bought that from them as well.
Yeah.
My guild did that last night.
yeah.
As a guild, like.
To be honest, like the
holiday
Blood
event.
Gorged Krog for 100k is a little steep. Like I would rather do like 80, 70k for that, but like maybe it's hard. I don't know why they're charging 100. But yeah, I thought that like, I don't know, like I can see now that management or.
Well, yep. So like, what we kind of kept coming back to was with Accelerate was that they're like super hardcore on no RMT, so that was what kind of made us progress past the initial conversation, and then they have a bunch of boosters.
Yeah,
They have a bunch of services. They're only Horde right now on the main servers, but they're soon going to be pushing over to Alliance. And then
I'd actually like to talk to him about that.
well,
You
yeah,
guys
because
are
that's
just
I was
starting
actually
out,
I
right?
was actually kind of thinking about that. So like, because I would eventually want to get into that on actually being a booster on Alliance with my warrior. So
Yeah.
whenever we get them up, so that would be something I would be interested in too. So those are all questions
Yeah.
that I want to talk to Tree after the boost with.
Also, how because I'm not part of any of them servers. How does a cross faction stuff work?
Yeah, and
Like-
so how that was the other part that I
Like, will I
For-
have to have like a bank tune on, like,
nope.
let's say Bleeding Hollow or
Nope.
something?
And that was actually another thing that came up that I made sure, and they actually have a thing that you can look at. So as a broker or a booster, any server that they are on, you can have your gold transferred for being a broker or a booster to any of the servers.
What happens if they're not on that server?
If they're not on that
Because
server,
I know for a fact they're not on Oceanic servers.
they are probably
where
not. So
I'm
that's a good question. So I would assume that it would be you would have to have a bank alt on one of those servers.
Which is what I was assuming too.
Yeah. And
Fine.
they're
Pets and
also
mounts and
yeah,
send them
and
across.
they're also looking at expanding with that, and they have mount services as well, kind of like what you were talking about, and they're going to be opening up RBGs.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I was gonna say, what I was gonna suggest is, I have a friend. I just met him like 2 days ago, but we've been playing pretty frequently.
Mhm.
He's actually on right now. He has a level 60 Shadow Priest, and he's like geared. Like he has all heroic. What is it called? Narathia.
Mhm.
What's that?
Anyway, he does plus 10s for fun. Like that's what he was doing yesterday because he was bored. He was just running plus 10s.
I do.
Oh,
I do
they're
15s
on-
For fun. I do.
Oh,
15s for
Cameron.
fun.
Okay, so they're on Barth, Oceanic.
Barthrellas.
Oh.
Okay, Barthrellas. They will get no sales there.
I'm
No one
not
plays on
saying-
that server.
I'm not saying like he's like the greatest player in the world or anything, but I'm saying like I could invite him to the you know, to the thing and you could play with him or whatever. He's not like he's like a really chill dude, like he's more
Barthelus,
quiet.
yeah.
Barthrelis is like. So the way Oceanic works is, you know how in vanilla when everyone was Alliance, and then they also everyone was Alliance if they were to raid, and
Yeah.
then so then EU and US split off, and in Burning Crusade they ended up splitting off to like 40, 60 Horde to Alliance, and now it's like 20.
I was gonna say, help me, Mars.
It's
I have a
ridiculous
problem.
now.
What's up?
I was gonna say my stream.
What's going on with it?
I was gonna say, you sure you can't increase your enchant sales on bleeding?
Oh shit! How much do you have sitting there?
Too much.
Oh god. So here's the thing. So if you need to get rid of some, just go ahead and send it to me, and of course I'll just pay you for the extra, because the way I look at it is that I'm fine with stockpiling a bunch of enchants right now because we're getting them for so cheap, and you're able to make them so cheap right now. I don't want you to just sit there and not have it, so I'm fine with investing in it now and then just
Yeah,
flipping at
that's-
9.1.
Somebody put a bunch of laced right ore up a couple days ago for 4, and I bought it all. And
Oh,
then somebody
shit.
put a lithium up for like 52, and I bought all that.
What's going on, Mind?
But yeah, so you know how
That's my buddy, by the
US
way. I was
servers.
talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all US servers went to Horde. Well, in Oceanic, we did the complete opposite. So
Oh no.
everyone, pretty much everyone, is Alliance. So
Oh,
basically,
gotcha.
if they're on Bath trying to make sales, I think there's like 3 guilds on Bathro.
No, AJ, I got 60s. I just don't have any 60s on Alliance.
Which aren't we doing a leveling?
Yeah.
later?
Hopefully going to be doing leveling later
this.
this week
shards
to try to.
Invest in the server switch. Invest in the server switch.
That's what's called the scrub.
I know. I am a scrub.
What does that mean?
It means that I suck at the
You're
game.
just bad. Yeah, you're just bad.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Sage, you're ridiculous. I say this every day. I'm saying it again right now.
You say it every day.
You
It's
see
like-
you see Sage's fucking screen with all of his
Yeah,
all of
mine
his
joined
stuff.
his live.
Good God. Yeah.
They keep putting up cheap. They had nowhere to go.
You're like, it's coming home with me.
I legitimately just had
I
to.
bought 16,000 Sinvir ore yesterday, and I'm starting to do that.
Yeah.
They
It's
keep putting up cheap.
it's stupid. It's
We're
stupid
getting a
profitable.
party in here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
like it.
Yeah, last week I was
Hey,
like, I'm not gonna
Sage.
buy gems or anything unless it's under 5 gold. Sure enough, they post under that. Now I'm saying this week, well, I'm not buying gems unless they're under 3 gold. At least I know next
Imagine-
week I won't be saying less than 2.5 because 2.5 is vendor. But you
Imagine
know,
those
I
are
don't
all
underestimate
spectral
people.
tigers.
Hey,
Greetings,
Sage,
everyone.
Greetings.
hurry up and
What's
come
going
to
on, Greetings?
Frostmourne so I can buy stuff off you. I can't be stuff sitting there doing the whole process myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say within the next few weeks I'm gonna be readjusting my accounts, so I'll be able to start messing around on other servers.
There you go.
I'll make sure I'll have some money set aside for you.
Yeah. And if you, I was gonna say when you make your trip to Storm Rage, let me know.
Which is today.
today.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
miss this community.
We definitely need to. Yeah, man, I haven't seen you in a while. I was curious, when did all that shit go down? Because I haven't seen you in.
Probably
in,
like, probably like 4 months ago. I want to say
Huh.
maybe that long ago.
Shit.
It
I
was
think I've been
kind
here
of
for
a dead.
month now.
It was a little bit of a dead period. Like I didn't see a lot of people like that week. I was.
I don't think I've made a commitment to jumping in here all the time. till,
Yeah, like
March.
it was around the time that Sage kind of took a break, so there wasn't a lot of people in the chat.
Hmm.
So I joined, and there wasn't really anyone for a while there.
And you said it was back when right after I created the stuff with the RPG or the RPG game,
RPG.
the Shady Rest channel.
Hold up. Sage
The
took a
rest then was
break.
for the. I took a break from Discord. For holidays, I didn't take a break from the game. Clearly.
Oh, so you're talking probably back around Christmas.
Christmas, yeah.
I was
That's 4
gonna
months
say,
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Probably
Shady
just a little bit
yeah, the-
after Christmas.
Yeah, the Shady Rest Inn was brought in, so a certain member would have his blackjack fix.
Yeah.
You know, in Storm Rage, I haven't been able to tell you guys this. I bet you Sage knows, because Sage knows everything. But there's a casino that sits in Stormwind.
Oh,
So what
yeah.
that is
I
it's
owe
a
somebody
character that you
fault
can go
for it.
trade.
It's the same on every server, man.
Yeah, they sit there. They
Oh,
sit
really?
there. Yeah, every single
Rings,
server
that's
has
the
them. They
same
sit
thing.
there and they
I've been
gamble.
talking to her, like we're like basically friends now. Like we do shit together, and she has. I was telling Sage about this. She has Spectral Tiger, the epic one for 40 million, and the rare one for 30 million.
Yeah.
And she has a Spectral Cup for 600k. And I was like, holy, like where do you even get this stuff? Like
So
crazy.
So one thing I actually saw today, I saw somebody message on, and I think they joined the community. I really want to chat with them. So it was a guy that posted in. I really want to see his numbers, because posted in that he was like newer into gold making, or like
Yeah.
hardcore gold making, and then with Shadowlands just essentially got on top of the leather working legendaries and started he just essentially owns his legendary leather market. And,
Yeah, like
and he went and he was saying just since Shadowlands, all he does is the leather legendaries, and he's already over 30 mil profit.
no
Is he
way.
Yeah, I think I miss so much when I'm asleep.
So I want to talk to them more, because that's
See if that's
pretty well, no, I know it is, but that's still pretty impressive.
But like,
Yeah.
Mindbender here, is that how you say it? Yeah. Mindbender, he said that it took him 3 weeks to make, what was it that you have again? Legs or shoes? Feet?
Talking about my legendary,
Yeah. What is it again? Like what item?
it's my bracers.
Bracers.
Oh,
But yeah, he
gotcha.
said it took him 3 weeks
You
of
running
doing,
Trinity?
Thorgrost, I think he said it was.
No.
Which one did you run to get the
Which-
stuff?
Oh,
Which armor
Torghast?
class was that?
Torghast.
Yeah, Torghast. Sorry.
Yeah.
Unfamiliar with the names.
That's
But
all
yeah,
good.
it took him 3 weeks. I don't know, like, if that's like fast or not, but like I thought that was fucking cool because that's the first ever legendary I've ever seen. Like,
Yeah.
really.
So
'Cause I
the
haven't been paying attention to that.
So the thing is, and like because I am kind of pissed about all this, and I'm definitely I haven't made a good like what I think Blizzard should change rant style video in a while. So this has definitely been in the makings, but I am so thoroughly pissed with everything that they could have done and failed to do with legendaries. Like
Yeah.
it
To be
could
honest,
have.
it's better. It's way better than what it was. It was better than what it was in Legion. It was better than.
Yeah.
DFA.
Okay, but so
They're
here's my
doing
thing.
better.
I get that. I will say that they're doing better. But here, this is why I say that it was such a huge missed opportunity. Is with Legion, you had the legendary in the building and stuff like that, but you didn't have essentially a entire zone or area that was symbolic to the beginnings of those legendaries.
No, it's because they were completely random drops.
Ex-
Like, you got 'em from-
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So why do you not have set up and tied into Torghast for the ranks of your legendaries? How do you miss
don't know
that?
what you don't know what they're doing going forwards into 9.1. They admitted that the more tall gas and everything wasn't exactly how they wanted it. So going forwards, they might do something.
See, and that would be awesome. But the other thing is that I hate that they did, and this isn't just specific to legendaries, but another one is, why would you take the rank system away?
100%.
Why? Like, that makes no sense. Essentially, it just kills all incentive to actually progress with your professions, and that's the whole point. You would think in any kind of MMO, that's the whole thing. That's the whole point of progression. Is the more you put into it, the better you get.
I guess they took away like getting rank 2, 3, and kind of put it into the leveling up system of legendaries, kind of.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean.
And see, and this is my thing, and I mean, I have more than enough gold on any of my servers to be able to level all of the legendaries up that I want. So
Yeah.
my thing is I have the gold to do it, and I still don't even agree with the only way that you upgrade legendaries being gold.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Like, I don't
because-
think that should be the only barrier to entry, because whether you want to admit it or not, that makes professions and WoW right now pay to win.
Oh, 100%.
Because-
with the WoW token.
Yeah,
actually
because if you had
quite a
if you had wanted to, really and truly, if you had wanted to, and you had set it up to where you had a 60 on each account at the very beginning of Shadowlands, and you immediately got them up to 60 and immediately maxed professions, and then spent, it probably would have cost at the beginning of the expansion, probably would have cost you like $100, maybe $150 in real money to buy the amount of tokens that you needed for gold. But you could have bought that amount of gold and then put it onto your account, completely leveled all of your legendaries all the way up with that $150 real money worth of gold, and then just owned your entire server's markets across every single legendary market on
Which
like the
is-
second day.
Which is what pretty much Hikun did, but with.
Yeah,
Phantom.
yeah.
It's
And-
even after they buy the tokens and just
Oh,
get on it. They gave up that system a long time
Brutus-
ago. Even with the
the
Chinese gold
Brutus
farmers,
or-
it didn't matter if it was legal or not, because the problem is the damage is done either way.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
the Brutus amount was like $2,000 if you really wanted to.
Yeah, absolutely. And there were well, were y'all part of, or I don't think anybody in here other than Sage was with me when I was doing the whole series getting up to the Bruto. Sage, you remember talking to that one guy that was actually, I told you about, that was posting in that he was just buying it? He was like, "Oh yeah, it's just like an extra month's worth of savings over my bills. I'm just gonna buy it because that's the way I want it."
And I talked the man out of it. It's like, I was gonna say, if anything I can tell you is bills before anything else.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. And then we
100%.
finally
Jesus
got, I think did he ended up getting it, right? I think he ended up actually getting it by just farming gold. So
But the thing is though, like, you're in an extremely niche community. So like people enjoying making gold is super rare.
yeah, it is. It is.
So like I was a high-end raider for like 10 years. That's pretty niche. And like
Yep.
I enjoyed that. And I enjoyed that for 10 years, and gold honestly didn't phase me because A, my guild paid for everything,
Yeah.
or I just got it. Like,
Yep.
like I didn't bother about gold. So like
I think
you're
it's
you're
kind of
kinda in
a
a bubble.
yeah, and I
when it
think it's
comes
kind of a
to-
progression in the game. Like, the longer people play, the more they start finding out about different aspects of the game and different things that they may or may not want in the game. And then when that starts opening up and they start looking at, oh, I want all this transmog for my character, and I want to be able to make my character look however I want, and I want to, maybe I want to start collecting pets. Then
Which is what I did. Like
Yeah.
I spent 100k on transmog for my Death Knight.
Yep. And then
Um,
that is when people kind of make that progression to, maybe I should start looking at ways that I can make gold so that I can start feeding this habit a little bit more. And then they fall into the abyss with me.
Yeah, which is pretty much what I've done. Like I don't have. I work full time and I go to uni full time. Like I
Yeah.
can't raid anymore. So time efficiency wise, just making gold and buying it is probably probably easier in the long run. But
I'm adding a bunch of people that I've been like meeting recently that are actually like this guy I'm adding, like he like sells spectral tigers and stuff. So it's like people that I've met that actually like Mindbender. He has probably the best gear set of people that I've met. I mean, it's not the best in the game, don't get me wrong, but like he's the most geared
There we go.
person that I've met.
eye
That's what I was
level?
gonna ask you.
Eye level, I reckon I could beat him. Eye level.
Ooh,
I'm
what
only
is-
216.
I fucking bet you by a mile. I'm 223.
There we go.
But you guys can you can help each other.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm 223 across like 3 characters.
Ah, look
I
at
mean,
that.
like I
Did I
think
get a good
Mindbender would probably be a great fill-in if you
Yeah.
guys started to do boosts.
critical? We got critical and verse. So, not too
Ooh,
bad.
very nice. What do you main again? You main Druid, yeah?
Mindbender, he's
No, I'm talking to Modest. Because he just
Oh.
got gear drop.
Yeah, so I run Guardian. So
Fair?
it's the verse is good. I wish it would have had mass, but you know, verse
Crit's,
verse crit is
crit's
okay.
Good. Crit's good. Crit's good.
Yeah.
Is it an eye level upgrade?
Oh yeah.
And it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whatsoever. It's a 10 item level upgrade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything more than
Uh,
pretty much anything that gives you more agility and more stamina for a tank is an upgrade.
You want to see how painful this is though? So,
Yeah.
Can you see my
Do that.
stream?
One sec.
Oh no, it's
Give me-
okay. I could just
give
tell
me-
you. I can just tell you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go.
all of my items are 200 and up. So like 200, 207,
Yeah, yeah.
213, 220, and then my helm and my pants are still 187.
That's like me at the moment.
It's just like,
I'm-
oh.
for my
Not bad.
D, I started playing my DH again, just because of the legendary is super duper fun.
Oh, hey,
Um,
there we go. What's up, Tree?
I have a 2.
Oh,
I'm like
Thanks for the
item
run.
level 210.
of
I'm like
course.
item level 210 on it.
Thanks for the purchase.
Yeah. Hold on, let's see. Let me
who's
get.
gonna take big obs through normal mythics when he hits level 60.
What'd you say?
I said who's gonna take me through normal mythics when I hit level 60.
Hell yeah, we'll run.
Hit me
We'll
up,
run
man.
some.
Hit me up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hit me up, man. I'll carry you through. It doesn't really bother me.
Oh, also I'm working on
Appreciate
that
that.
spreadsheet with the new enchanting values using gold per hour instead of cost. It's
Oh, yeah,
simpler
sick,
to
bro.
That was a super
Moon,
smooth
carry
run
me
there,
through
Trey.
mythics on my hunter.
So,
Moon.
let's see. I'm gonna
Wait,
get
who
my.
said that? Is that Hawk?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, what's up?
All right.
I'm just saying, carry my hunter through mythics. She's just ding 60.
You'd have to beg-
Just wait.
you'd have to beg
Just
Moon.
wait until I get home, and I'll carry you through.
Are you driving right now? and
I
talking?
wouldn't
Nah,
mind loot
he's
stack.
working.
I wouldn't mind loot stack.
Nah, I'm working. What do you want?
I'm saying I wouldn't mind loot stack KSM on my hunter. It's fine.
I wouldn't
Loot
mind
stack,
that.
well, that-
I
that
wouldn't.
doesn't-
I
that
wouldn't
doesn't
mind like
work.
a loot funnel. You know, keymaster.
I can
Oh.
I can give you a 15. I have a 17 on my main that I can drop down, but
It's like
That's
I
fine.
got 50
funnel,
bullets.
funnel you're asking a lot from me.
Funnels are tough.
Speaking of funnels, when I bought my KSM from Phoenix like 3 weeks back or whatever, initially I was going to do it on my Paladin, and he's a prot rep, and I paid for a full KSM and loot stack. Took them over an hour. They could not find anyone for the loot stack.
I hear the music.
So I ended up getting a refund on that and just doing normal KSM.
You miss it?
Yeah.
Well, lucky
If you
know
had the
me,
DS, would you play it right
because
now? You
I
would?
have a character in
No.
every
Don't say
loot
that.
type.
You would?
All right. Well, hey,
Why'd
guy-
I sell it?
guys, just so you know, I'm gonna get this started with Tree, and I got a bunch of questions that I'm gonna ask because there's some stuff that I want to kind of just find out for community and making our videos going from here and stuff like that, as well as once I'm done with my videos or my questions that I have already set up. Anybody else is more than welcome to if Tree is okay with that, more than welcome to ask any questions that I may not have asked or kind of gotten across.
Yeah, of course. You
Okay.
know,
Makes me sad.
Ask questions.
Yeah. So some very, very generic ones to start off with, because I'm just kind of interested with the whole process myself. I really enjoy doing mythics and stuff, but I just never really have a Moon and I were talking about trying to start getting groups together in the community to actually be able to run it, because XL and I from your Accelerate community was talking, and I told him how cancerous it was going into Plaguefall when you have people that, and I get that that's the downfall of a lot of the boosting and stuff, is that you see somebody with a huge IO and then you get them in on a Mythic Plaguefall 9 and they get to the last boss and they're like, oh, there's tentacles here? And you're just like, oh, fuck, man.
You know what
Yeah.
I'd actually be so down to do is like if we like formed a guild. I think that'd be the coolest thing ever.
Oh, we are actually talking about it on Storm Rage and
That'd
Bleeding.
be awesome.
So
You'd
my
be raid
first
leader.
my first question for you, Tree, is how long have you been boosting personally?
So I actually just started boosting just this last month is when I joined Accelerate and actually started boosting. So
Okay. How
I've
long?
always been I've been playing WoW since Wrath, but I've been interested in doing boosts since WoD.
Okay,
When
it's
boosting first came
same as
out,
me.
but I haven't actually done boost before.
gotcha. So so really actually pretty new to it yourself.
Yep.
Okay. So as somebody that's been in it and like doing the high level end game for a long time, then obviously, what personally about boosting over being a broker do you enjoy about being a part of the boosting part of the community?
Yeah, so I have one of the secret advantages of being a tank with a very, very high IO. Like,
I feel you, brother. I'm the same.
so in the Accelerate boosting community, you have to be 1712 or higher IO in order for you to actually boost a time 15.
Okay.
And so that really limits the market inside of the Accelerate boosting community itself. And so there's only probably 5 to 10 tanks that can do boosts. So
it
I
kind of
kinda
narrows
get
it
the-
down. So pretty much whenever, if you're a tank that gets in with the community right now, essentially if you're high enough to be in the group that's doing the guaranteed timed runs, you're set, because pretty much if there's your competition is very low with people that are going to be boosting as tanks.
yeah, and you also have to kind of think of like raid comps too, because when you're doing a raid comp, you have 2 tanks, 5 heals, 14 DPS. So you have a lot of competition when you're doing DPS, a lot less when you're doing heals, and then like none if you're doing tanking. So
Which is a positive and a negative, because it actually enforces complacency with tanks, because
Yep.
they know they're not going to be replaced.
yeah, it is a double-edged sword with that.
Well, so then my personal question, because this is something I kind of thought about with how much time it takes for somebody to properly get set up in the game for, gold making with Shadowlands and stuff like that. So how long after Shadowlands came out did it take you to kind of get your character set up to where you felt, well, I know you just said you started boosting last month, but
Yeah.
I mean, when did you start hitting easily 15 time keys? How long did it kind of take you with that process to get to that point of being comfortable enough to do that?
So actually, right after I got KSM, I felt like I definitely wanted to start doing boosts, and I actually got KSM the 6th of January.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I got about a month and a week after a month after the launch of M+.
Okay.
So right from there was when I started feeling comfortable enough to be like, I can definitely tank keys with random people, and I feel comfortable enough to be like, I'm good enough that I'm not going to have too many issues carrying somebody.
Gotcha.
What's 1700 IA? Is that all 16s?
1712 is all 18s.
All 18s? Yeah, cool.
Okay. So that's pretty much the barrier to entry is you have to have keyed all 18s.
Yep. So
Okay.
for in Accelerate, I think they go off of like a kind of a system of like if you want to do whatever key timed, you have to have that in O +3.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like for to do a 15 time, you have all 18s. Do a 14 in time, you have to do all 17s. And like all 10s, you just have to have all 13s, I believe.
Okay. So essentially, really, actually, that's just a barrier to entry to hit the bigger ones. So you can come into the community and kind of work your way up.
Exactly.
Which is nice. So
you can start boosting at any IO level.
You're being a problem.
So with
I see a bunch of like +10 keys come in. So even if your IO greatest, you don't have to have that great of IO to start making gold from doing a boost.
So I've always been curious about this as well inside the boosting community. So do you as a community run keys together that are not bought? So essentially like running, because you know your groups that are running together all the time anyway for the purchased keys, do you guys run keys together like on your own free time to be able to kind of start boosting up yourself?
Yeah, so we actually have a booster lounge area where people actually, I see requests all the time with people wanting to do like, I'm a fire mage, I've got this IO, and I want to try to push like 19s, 20s, 21s kind of thing.
Gotcha.
And people definitely do find other good players from doing boosts that then get together outside. So like I've got like 2 or 3 different groups that I've found so far for boosting keys outside of just my regular group.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
very nice.
Let's see what we got here. So, for me and probably pretty much everybody else that's part of the community, here's the meat and potato question that everybody wants to know. How much gold are you making doing boosts?
It depends. So the nice thing about Accelerate is they do pay out every day. So my best payout days are Mondays. I do an AOTC sale normally, plus getting everyone's like 15s, 14s done for their vaults. My highest payout to date is 1.1 mil for 1 day of boosting.
Great.
That is
that's insane.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
And
so like
so how many runs did you do to get that? So
I did 1 ALTC cell, which the split from that is about right around the 200. It's always about 200, but it's right around 250 is like I would say the average. Is like last week I got 280. This week I got 220, and that was 210. Sorry, and that was simply because of Easter.
Gotcha.
So sales were down Easter, and so like today I didn't actually do the raid boost today. I did it yesterday, but today let me pull up my stats here. As of right now, I'm going to be making 320k today.
Shit.
The most gold that.
How many hours are you putting in though for that? Just for everyone, so they know gold per hour.
Yeah. So for 15 in time guaranteed, if I were to do, so that would be about 6 keys is about 320k, and so that would be roughly 3 hours of work.
Yep.
So roughly about close to 3 or 100k an hour.
Yep. And it all depends on how fast you can get keys and also how many keys actually come in.
30.
Yeah. That's
Is 50 million gold a lot to have acquired in like your entire time playing?
I would think so.
It's a pretty significant amount. Why?
That's what I was thinking. Okay. No, because Cameron is doing his screen share and he's showing that he's made 50 million. Or that might be more. That might be 500 million.
I was gonna say, according to my TSM
Not too great with the numbers.
My ass every month. I go through at least I lose 1 million gold. Oh, no, wrong account. Not this one.
So, well, since you're relatively new, I think you'll probably have some good insight on this because you haven't gotten, you're well in your groove of being able to do all your mythics and stuff like that, but maybe still feeling a little newer on the whole like boosting side of it. So, what do you think are, or do you have any things that you think that people that may be interested in boosting, if they're boosting tank or heal or DPS, that they should kind of know before they get into boosting? So maybe some things that would deter people from doing it.
Okay, so like knowledge beforehand is what you're wondering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So for like a tank, 100% knowing the routes for every dungeon, and
Okay.
it doesn't have to like by memory, but at least have like your mythic dungeon tools set up to have a route, so you can just look it up real quick. And you can actually look up routes on Raider.io, and they have a weekly route, which they
Grandmas
offer.
does.
Yeah, and they offer invis strat. They offer an invis strat and then also a non-invis strat. And I would say that that's just like a perfect like beginning level like need to know for like everybody. But tanks should have that 100% no matter what. And then kind of going in as another pre-knowledge is for a DPS is kind of knowing when to like use your cooldowns. So like use your cooldowns for free like whenever, unless you have like 2 or 3 packs before a boss.
Okay.
I'm going nitty gritty here. So for stuff like Halls of Atonement, do you give out invis pods because it's the quickest way of doing it, or do you have a prerequisite of they have to bring their own type thing?
So the buyer can bring their own, but we do not bring. We don't like distribute them. We just have you do a death skip, and so like me as a tank, I'll put down a mark and I'll be like, die here.
Yeah, sick.
Hey, Logan, I'm gonna link it here. So anybody else that's watching, this is the Accelerate Boosting community. That's their Discord link, and you can find out pretty much everything about them right now. I'm talking to Tree, who you can find his stream up at the top of the chat, and he was the tank that so kindly got us through our boost this afternoon.
How much was it?
It ended up being, let's see, it was
I think it was 244.
244. Yeah, 244 for a 15 plus timed.
And that's cutting out the middleman.
Yeah, and that was with cutting out the middleman. So that was one of the things I definitely wanted to like showcase was that they have the online service that you can actually just do it from their website, cut out the middleman, and you save some gold. And if you buy multiple at the same time, you also get a % each time you do more and more. So I think when I ran it earlier, let's see. So when I looked at the order form earlier, I wanted to do. Oh, here actually it'd probably be better. Let me pull this up real quick so that I can show everybody on stream real quick. Let's see. All right. So, okay. So when you come over here to the actual website, this is where you essentially can bypass their using a broker, and it doesn't take the broker cut out. So they pretty much are just charging you what they would normally charge if the broker wasn't taking their fee. So you get a nice little discount. They have the Mythic Plus, the Torghast, Castle Nathria, everything like that. But this is what I like with it. So it shows you right here, you can do number of boosts. You can do 15. You can do armor stacking and select your armor stacking. You can even do specific keys and then end time. So like one of the ones that I will probably want to do next will be, I'll do a 15 in time, and then I would be looking for a leather stacking, and then I would want leather stacking for what was it? It was theater. So it's going to be 300k for a 15 plus that is timed Theater of Pain specific and
you
a
had to
leather
do-
funneling.
You had to change the key. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So that's the key. Yeah. Okay. I was looking at your stream
Hmm.
and looking at what it was, but the delay.
But
My bad.
yeah, there's a little delay. Yeah, but if you also select here, you can see like if I wanted to do 5 of these, then of those and leather funneling, Theater of Pain, it would give me a 10% discount there. So the more the more that you do, you get after you get the second one bought, you get a 10% discount, which is nice as well. So let's see. Boom.
Shit, eh?
Alright.
So you're saying I'm gonna have to get a level character to level 60 and gear it up, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely gonna have to.
You're gonna let me in as a survival hunter?
They
Ugh.
let everybody come in as long as you
Hey,
have the
survival
IO
hunters
for it.
actually, survival hunters pump, man. One of my mates is 1800 as survival.
And as long as you're pumping it.
Yeah.
He pumps, man.
I
They're
love
actually
it.
not
Like
as bad as what people think.
that's what I'm saying. Like when I do lately, I mean I'm not max level, right? Like but up to level 40 so far, I've been the top of every dungeon. Well, I mean sometimes the tank goes above me a little bit, but I've been the top of every dungeon and I destroy in PvP.
It is a PvP spec though.
Yeah, like
be
I'm
fair.
always the
Oh,
top.
yeah.
Just wait till max level.
Yeah.
Oh, it just gets better, right? Yeah, you know
It's
what
a
I'm looking
It's a
forward
whole
to?
different game.
I'm looking for
Yeah.
Moon what is it called?
Saying
Moongoose
my
bite?
pride, you don't
Mongoose bite.
Mongoose
I'm-
bite.
use,
Get Mongoose Bite.
remote
Yeah, but you
program
don't
like
you don't
drooling.
use
run that while you're at
you
work.
don't use Mongoose Bite at the moment. They use Raptor Strike, so they use forget what talent it is, but yeah, they don't use Mongoose Bite as a talent at the moment. In keys at least.
I don't think
Well-
I've ever loved character as much or class as much as the survival. It's just like perfect.
Does anybody else have any other questions for Tree?
I was thinking, as a OCE player, what do you guys do with gold?
So we accept gold on multiple different servers. For OCE, I think we only have Barthless as of the servers.
Even
that
though it's a dead server.
I have no idea if it is a dead server. They have a
Yeah, it's a
list
dead
of
server.
servers. They have a list of servers that they accept gold on, and
Yeah.
I think it's on their website.
Yeah, it probably is.
Cameron, why'd you log? Did he leave? No, he's still there.
I
I'm on my road.
would like to talk to you more, Trees.
On your
as
road,
an
eh?
as a Oceanic player joining, because
Mhm.
I've had a lot of problems as an Oceanic player joining communities with time
Okay.
zones and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
My name has an accented E in it.
Yeah, I'll PM you and then I'll talk to you when I get home.
Okay, sounds good. Otherwise, if you private message Accelerate as well, he is the actual like community lead, and he'd be the guy to kind of like talk to you about maybe pushing servers.
I'm
to
I'm
different
I'm
places.
actually not part of your Discord yet.
Hey
Okay.
Moon, I can give you XL's
Yeah, can you
like DM.
can you PM
yeah.
me that? Yeah, can you
Yeah.
PM me that, man?
One
I will.
question.
Yeah.
When's the raffle? You like that?
Yeah, so
Stir in the pot.
anybody that's in. So are you talking about trees?
Wait.
Oh,
Wait,
Yeah, I
what
was talking
raffle?
to Tree like
Yeah.
raffle. Like, you know,
Yeah,
it's a
so
joke.
Oh,
It's like a free run.
Oh no, yeah. So
Yeah.
so that's actually a thing. We were talking about that before. Anybody that's in the stream right now or in Discord, make sure that you click his link and then follow him over on Twitch. Once correct me if I'm wrong, you said once you hit 100, you're gonna do a 15-time run giveaway.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'll just put in all my followers.
Ash.
I do also help people in this community if you're doing that.
Oh,
If you're Alliance.
Oh, okay. I'm Horde only, so.
Yeah, well, OCE, man, everyone's Alliance.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I laughed. That's why I laughed when you said Barthronis because that's a Horde server, and we have like 1,000 Horde players in the whole entire Australia.
And that's probably over there because, like I said, Moon, they haven't switched over to Alliance yet.
Yep, we are strictly a Horde only right now.
Yeah, but pretty much every.
Oh man, that means I have to level the Horde character now.
If you
See, there you go.
if you want to raid, you play Frostmourne because that's
You know
where,
I
like,
do.
ethical is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's like one of the servers that they're talking about wanting to have a server on, or
Yeah.
a group on for doing gold, accepting gold and
Yeah,
doing.
because you
Receiver.
have like ethical, and what's the other one that's in the top 10 best?
Are you
skills
guys
in the
on
world?
all the US servers or no?
No, we're just on another select number of servers like Emerald Stream, Tichondrius, Area 52, Illidan, kind of like all the full servers.
All the highest of high pop Horde servers.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's where it's gonna really be popping off.
Yeah, cool.
All right.
Mad, your guy messaged me. Sick, thanks.
Oh, XL.
Yeah.
Sweet.
He said one of the Horde managers. For OCE.
Tree
Oh,
knot.
Mad Maori?
Mad. Yeah, that's
he's
it.
a good guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he just messaged me. Yeah, sick.
Yes.
Sweet.
You're a good dude, man. You're doing a good service.
Yeah.
People
Thank
need their
you.
mythics.
They sure do.
Oh,
They also
yeah.
need their KSM.
Someone's got to be OP at the game, right? So that everyone
Exactly.
else can
Might as well-
possibly get there.
Might as well get gold rolling in for it while you're doing it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I've always wanted to do boosting. It's just like because I've always been like a cutting edge raider and doing like high mythic pluses.
Saying to
I
one of my
just-
buddies earlier. My bad. Sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to
That's
cut you off.
okay. I was just gonna say, but I mean, like that's just like the biggest thing for me. Is just like I've never made more than like half a gold cap. I've never gotten over 5 mil before.
Oh, I was
so.
the same. You get money and then you spend it straight away on gear.
Or
Yeah.
I do that all the time. Like
Well,
you
for me,
get
That's the
it's
thing,
500.
though,
spending
it's
on
that-
consumables.
You get 500k and then you buy a BOE and then you buy your consumables for the month and then you're back to nothing.
You just reinvest in yourself over and over again.
Yeah.
Part of me, it's a Blizzard plan. You
yeah,
boost a bunch
I'd
of
die.
people, You put it towards
Oh.
game time so you can boost more people. It's a grind.
It's a vicious
Escape while you
cycle.
can.
It's a
Yeah.
cycle.
They have
eh?
us in a loop we can't escape.
I always love some people's reactions.
Ouroboros.
In the middle of BFA, I leveled Death Knight and I was doing tanking, and I got up to Mythic 7, like +7s, and I was like geared and I was having such a good time. They released a new patch, and then all the gear that I had was basically garbage, and I was just like brokenhearted. I was like, wow, I was OP for like 2 days.
Yeah, welcome to the vicious cycle of raiding, man.
Yeah.
Like, you get good gear, you feel
Yep.
good for like 2
It
months.
made me
and
so
you die.
sad.
And then you had to go back to the grind.
I remember from going from BFA as a Blood Death Knight, you had like so many Twilight Dares.
That's
and you felt
always
like
gonna
a
happen. It's never gonna
god.
go away.
You
Yeah.
felt like a god, and then
Because with new
yeah,
content,
Shadowlands
everybody
came
wants
out.
new gear.
Yeah.
And like you may think that the gear you have, it should be enough for the new content, but it's only going to be good enough as an entry. Everyone deep down, they just want new gear, new purples.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Well-
then it almost feels as bad when you're sitting there and we were right on schedule for timing a 10 plus on, I think it was Necrotic, and
Oh my god.
yeah, I'm assuming you probably know where this is going, but I swear, like, the more and more that I see memes and shit on like TikTok and shit like that, I just hear the little memes and shit in my head when I see something happening, and no shit, I was sitting there and we were just running, we were perfect time, and then we're jumping over the barrier to the second boss to get, you know how you jump around the side of the barrier so that you don't have to pull the huge bone Goliath?
Yep.
Okay, so we all jump, and then when you know it, the fucking
Pet.
Beastmaster to go over it last, and you see him not dismiss his pets, and in my head I just hear, "Hello, darkness, my old friend," and then you just see everything just fucking pull.
Yeah, that happened to me yesterday. I was doing a mist, and like being the DH, you do the imprison skip. I did the imprison skip, and the guy didn't dismiss his beast. Like he had 2 beast pests, and he like ran way too close and pulled everything.
Oh no.
I fucking hate that. I would honestly rather somebody do the thing that they did in Plaguefall and then literally wait until the last boss to tell us that they've never run the fucking dungeon other than when they were carried.
Yep.
You know, and
Happens a lot.
it's like, dude, okay, so just because you got carried through a 9 doesn't mean that you can now say, oh, I'm good enough to go in and be fine running a 9. No, it doesn't fucking work that way. Especially if you've never even, like, the dude had never even run it at, I don't think he had said he'd even run it at base because he knew none of the mechanics. It was just, as you get so far into it and you're just like, oh god.
One thing I do find interesting though is like no matter your eye level, you can still kind of get through those hierarchies.
Well,
as long
I
as
did.
You can.
I did my first 15 at 193 as a healer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
doable.
it's 100% the group. The
Yeah.
group. If the group knows how to, well, I know this is like a taboo word because a lot of people don't know what CC is. So, you know, if people know how to interrupt, another you know, unknown word when it comes to pushing mythics, if they know how to interrupt and do CCs properly and actually know the mechanics, you can, because that was what everybody's been telling me. You know, I had a bunch of people that I was like, oh, I'm barely scraping like 7s. And you know, you could see on my druid, even before I just got the boost with you guys, I was 203, and that was just on my own, and I'm barely able to scrape 7s with the pug groups that I've been getting.
Oof.
Yeah,
that hurts.
That hurts. Like, because a 203, I mean, well, I don't know for sure because I haven't been able to do it yet, but supposedly with my legendaries and 203 and everything like that, they were saying that I should be able, with a good group, to easily do 12 to 13s.
What's your legendary?
Yep,
running?
absolutely.
It was Urzax.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I went with my group when I just leveled my druid, my guardian druid. And I was only 160 eye level, and I did a 15 on time.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the guardian druids are broken. You know, my most of, and of course, you know, it's all fishtails here for me now because I didn't have it recording when I did it. So, you know, it's just all like the you know, shooting shit out my ass apparently is what it sounds like. So, we were running Theater of Pain, and this was back, I don't think I was like, it was like right when the expansions Mythic Plus launched, and we were running like 3s and 4s, and then finally I got into a 6, and I think it was my first 6 that we actually keyed for the expansion, and I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names of final bosses. So the final boss, I think it starts with an M, of Theater of Pain.
Oh yeah,
Muldrotha.
Yeah, Muldrotha. So we were running that, and we got her down to like 8 or 9%, and at 8 or 9%, everyone except for me as the Guardian Druid died.
Oh my lord.
And I had no battle res left because I had already used it for the healer that had died like in the beginning because they didn't know not to stand in the shit. And
are you saying you play the bear? Sorry to
yeah, I am.
in. You play the bear? That's crazy. That's a hard class to play, man.
and I actually still stayed alive the entire. I mean, because they're just fucking broken.
Yeah, they are broken. So actually, last week was Necrotic week.
Say what?
I think last week was Necrotic,
Mhm.
the affix,
Okay.
I think the week
And-
before.
or week before, whichever one it was. So I was on my Guardian Druid. I was doing a 17 Plague Fall. I actually have a Twitch clip of it. I pulled the entire center with just Incarn. I peaked up to like 20k DPS, and I hit 99 stacks in Necrotic.
Holy fuck.
Man, I could only
Fuck,
wish I could
man.
do that. Man.
Jesus.
I tank as a blood DK, so I can't do fun stuff like that.
So
Yeah, you just had to sit there and try to
Blood
heal
DK.
through it.
Well, so-
And then,
so you run Guardian.
yep, that's my
As well.
fault.
So I will definitely have to talk to you because one of the things that I want to try to get into that I've never attempted at all, but I feel like I am starting to get more comfortable enough to where I could probably do it now, is like boomboxing
Oh yeah.
and being able to weave in and out for some extra DPS.
Yeah, that's fun.
Because there's because I mean there's so many times.
For it.
I mean, like, if the people that I'm in the groups with actually know how to run the dungeon, it's
Mhm.
there's only like 2 or 3 parts in the entire dungeon where I go under like 70% health
Yeah.
because it's
Um,
because everything's just so fucking broken.
Are you a
There's
part of
a-
the Druid Discord?
There's
I
a
am not.
there's a
there-
bear spreadsheet.
Yep. There's a
Oh.
spreadsheet on the Druid Discord exactly telling you exactly where you can boombox and
Like
pop
the
Boomkin,
packs and
Convoke,
everything.
and be perfectly fine.
Oh, that's
and-
nice.
I can tell you right now too, every Prideful you'll be fine because the melee hits don't hit you for like anything.
Yeah, it's the AoE block.
Yeah, it's the abilities.
Yep. So I always do every Pride. I try to do it like the beginning of every boss fight because I can just pop Bark Skin Survival Instincts, pop out and just pop it.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give that a shot. Yeah, because I think I have the clip. I want to make a short out of it because it was just fucking unreal. So there was I think I was running this. I was running Mist with my wife, and we were running I want to say it was like a 4 or 5, and I have no idea why this person queued in for a 5. Absolutely no idea. So they were in full max PvP gear.
Okay.
It was like all
Yeah,
the
Divine
what's the
Prevail.
top stuff? It was like the
Duelist.
226.
yeah,
Duelist.
Yeah. So absolutely fucking insane, and they were a boom. And we were on a 5 on this, and on this boss that I'm on right now, the Ingra. They
boss?
yeah, the very first boss. They went like just all cooldowns, everything on them, and it was 100%, 40%, 10% dead.
Yep.
And it was, I think, because I'll have to look at it because I know I can see it on my main, is yeah. So I did link the Discord, Moon.
In this?
Yeah, it's linked in the YouTube chat.
I'm not on the YouTube chat, that's why.
Oh, okay. I'll get it up in Discord in a little bit.
Yeah, sick. No rush.
Yeah. But yeah, it was. I want to say it was like a 4-second kill.
I'd believe it if he gets one lucky.
Is that-
Yeah, and that's just like that's unreal.
During what you're doing right now, he's taking 200% increased damage. So that's why when you see a Booming Convoke, they'll pop up to like 30k DPS. And it's a middle of the pop DPS. That tells you that they are actually probably popping up to 60, 80, 90k DPS during their
Good
convoke
God.
on that boss.
That's still
It's super
that's,
fun to see.
that's so. Oh, it is. Like
and
it was.
And then you, as a bear, can also boom convoke during that period as well.
And when I Boomkin Convoke there, I normally peak up to around 10 to 15k.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
see, that's the thing I want to do is because like when I convoke, I still convoke as bear,
Yeah, okay.
and it's
I only can go with bear if I know I'm going to need threat, because like the mage is like, oh, I'm going to combustion this pack, so I'll make sure I
yeah. That's
convoke.
that's essentially I use my convoke for absolute oh shit, and when I know that there's going to be like a really heavy pull, or they pull aggro off like a lot.
Resto convoke is busted if you Heart of the Wild Resto affinity. So I don't
Yeah,
know how much-
my wife plays Resto.
Okay. Well,
It's
Guardian
stupid.
Druid Resto affinity. If you actually go into Sun King, Mythic Sun, or like it's like Mythic Sun King,
Yeah,
a very
40k,
competent
40k,
strat.
40k HPS.
Yeah, just by popping a convoke.
Holy crap!
Have you seen Pumps do it?
I have not.
Oh, dude, he's a rank 1
Okay.
player, and he's OCE, but man, he does like 40k HPS.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how much, because you make sure you do it during one of the Guardian Angels where he's taking 20% healing. So and you just pop Heart of Wild Convoke in Resto Affinity, and he just instantly pops up.
Same
Oh, good.
locations I'm at.
Yeah. Yeah, I need the little. I saw somebody had the little add-on to be able to do this, and I 100% need that add-on because I can't remember how to do this puzzle to save my life on my own.
Yeah. So I actually have a weak area that I can like add the Puncherman, but I think if you get the add-on, it can auto-detect it most of the time.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, do you guys have any more questions about boosting in general? Because I'm
was your
now a
day
broker, so
You're
I'm gonna
what?
get us good.
You said you're what?
I'm also a broker for.
How was your day today?
Oh, well,
So-
then I possibly will have some more questions for you. So, yeah, if you're a broker as well, then that's gonna make this a lot more simple than I thought it was. So yes, I will need you for much more questions. You want to stick around?
Sure.
So I kind of went over all of the stuff for a broker and looked at the videos and everything to get set up. So do you use the generic or the like copy paste macro that they use, or have you kind of spiced yours up a little bit?
So I kind of steal off of other brokers because some of them have some like really funny ones that they use and they get you some good attention.
Okay.
Like
And the brokers are cool with like sharing that, or no?
oh yeah, so most of them are as long as like you're not spamming it on their like while they're on.
Yeah.
But because like I'm normally up like super late, so that's when like my brokering because then there's no keys out normally.
Yeah, and
So-
my brokering is going to be like midday Central Time, so probably none of them will be doing it.
Yeah, but I mean like there's some pretty funny ones that come into the broker lounge. Like Merluni posted one where it was like girls love big IO. Come and get your IO boosted today.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I've seen stuff like that.
And I was gonna say another one I think I've seen was our Discord servers filled with women or men. Well, you got only one way to find out.
It was like the meme that we put over in the dank memes the other day.
Yep.
It was the girl. It says girl in World of Warcraft is what is it? Guy in real life. Is what girl stands for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, oh fuck.
Oh yeah, that's a good acronym. I like that. Goody.
Especially for WoW, because it's like I think when they did the numbers and looked at it, it was like something like 90s% of people that play female characters are dudes.
It's me.
camping. So I'm actually leveling one of my alts, so I'm doing neither at the moment. But I'm talking to Tree, who is part of the community that we're going to be getting in with, and it's the accelerated boosting. Earlier in the stream, we bought a 15 key from them, and it was a timed key. Went really, really smooth. And we asked a bunch of questions about how you can get in with the community to be a booster and all that kind of stuff. So we had a bunch of questions answered with that, and now we're talking about getting in as a booster. So, and the difference is for anybody that's not aware, the difference between a booster and a broker is the booster is the one that's actually doing the runs for the people, like actually taking them through the dungeons, and the brokers are the peoples that you see talking in trade chat, trying to get you to sign up for them. So we're going to be talking about both.
A question that wasn't asked, but Modest and I were speaking about. It'd be good to hear it from your mouth. How do you stamp out RWT in your services?
Hold on. My music just got super loud for some reason. What was the question?
So essentially what the question is how does your community kind of cut out RMT or anybody that wants to look for RMT within your community?
Yeah, so I don't know if they do anything specific if like you if you get caught for it. I don't know like what the process is for like looking into that stuff. But I do know that like in order for you to become a booster or a broker or part of the community, you have to actually you have to take a quiz, which is going through their terms of service, where they where one of the questions is about RMT, and it's 100% absolutely not for doing the RMT. Otherwise, you're just removed from the server in Discord.
Okay. Yeah, and that was camping. So they're looking for boosters or brokers. You do have to meet certain criteria to be a booster. And what was it again? It was 17 something IO
for
1700.
Yeah. So essentially, you have to have for doing 15s, right? I think it was for 15s. You had to have keyed 18s. Is what we said earlier.
If you're doing the 15 time guarantee for untimed though, you only need 14, 16 IO. You're only having 16s done.
Okay.
So to do untimed runs, you just have to get one level higher kind of thing.
Gotcha. So yeah, so camping. If you look a couple of comments down, I pinned the Discord, so you can talk to them on there. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have a feeling that would be good, but I'll ask Tree here. So somebody in the stream said that they're 1483 IO Demon Hunter tank working on Bear tank, wanting to know whether or not that'll be good to run 10 to 12 keys.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I'm looking at it right now. So when you go into the Discord, there's actually a M+ apply, and they actually have an entire spreadsheet of what the IO requirements are.
Okay.
So for 1483, he'd be allowed to do 15 untimed and 15 timed.
Oh, there you go. So camping, if you want to check the link that I have posted below, you can check out their Discord, and you'll be able to see the services on there and everything that you can kind of sign up for and get started.
Yo, what's up?
Can I actually get time loss for 100k on your server?
Yeah, you can.
Is that like a common thing, or like if you know the right people?
100k is pretty common.
I know the right person.
100k is pretty common. That's what it is on both of my high pops.
I was also going to say...
Cameron said that he'll buy it right now.
I'm not on right now, so I can't get it for you.
Yeah. Just kidding.
I was also going to say, do you have to have like let's say the 1700, like if you have it timed as a tank, do you also then have to have 1700 timed as a DPS to queue as a DPS?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to do it spec specific.
Yep,
Okay.
cool. Just thought I'd ask all the questions that I.
And so, like, if you go through the Discord, if you like click on one of the booster some of the boosters, like you'll get specific roles added to you. So it'll be like, so it's whatever you're allowed to do untimed. Is
Yeah.
how you do the rolls. So like plus 17 is allowed to do 17 untimed and 15 timed.
Yep.
And then the last two is so the first one of the last two so like 17 DC is so it's damage and cloth. So that person's allowed to do damage and cloth roll.
How the fuck did we get on this thing's
And
back?
then in that case, if I have a geared ult but I haven't done any IR,
I have a question
I would
about
have to have-
getting
I would have
boosted.
to-
It's kind of a general question.
Hold on
When
a sec, Hawk.
you
Hold
get
on.
requests for
Hey, Hawk. Let Moon finish real quick.
Let Hawk go. No,
Okay.
let Hawk go. I don't mind, man.
What were you asking about the boost, Hawk?
I was asking, with certain high keys like 15 timed or higher, do you guys look at what the affixes are for that week before you go ahead with it, or not?
We do not. But buyers or the boosters will pay attention to it though. So you might try to buy one, but there might not be a booster that's willing to do it. So like 15 times with and a broker says like, oh, they're going to be AFK at the door, is very unlikely that you'll find enough boosters that are willing to take up that key. Because
some weeks are just bricks.
So like last week was a tyrannical week. I guess the better example would be 3 weeks ago. So I actually had this exact issue. I was running the other side tyrannical week, and we had an AFK at the door, and we ended up bricking the key with 42 seconds over. And in time, they got a full refund. And so first you get offered like if you want to do a rerun, if they can find a key. Otherwise, you get a full refund. And the booster do not get paid for that. So it's not at the buyer's discretion or the broker's discretion. It's up to the booster's discretion to pay attention to the affixes and whether they're willing to pay it or run the key or not.
Yeah, camping. So, yeah, I'm gonna be doing a bunch of like follow-up stuff about kind of putting all the information together that we've gotten from the stream and everything for all the information that you need for starting boosting and all the information that you need for starting being a broker as well. So make sure you definitely stick around and check that out.
But yeah, back to my question. You know how you said you are like a DC for damage cloth? What happens if you have a geared ult but doesn't have the IO? Is it you still have to get the IO on the other count? Like you might be, you might have like myself. I have like a cloth and a leather damage dealers that are up to par, but only one of them has IO.
They both have to get the IO. So like I'm not allowed to do a timed 15 on my Guardian Druid. What am I at right now? So when you go, on the website, you go to your account and account overview. It'll list all of your characters out that are level and kind of show like your IO and stuff. So my Druid right now is allowed to do a 14 times and a 12 times. Well, my Blue Master, which is the one I the run on, I'm allowed to do an 18 untimed or a 16 time guaranteed.
Yeah. Okay, because I'm asking because really at the end of the day, tanking is tanking on any class. Really, if you can do a 15 on one, you can do a 15 on all of them. So,
well, as long as you have the item level.
No, cool. Coolios.
Makes sense. So
and Hawk, that is okay. I don't mind. It's fine.
Oh, it's all good.
Nah, he just messaged me saying sorry, and I'm like, oh, it's all good, bro. I don't care. He
Yeah,
had me
no,
muted by accident.
Yeah, shit happens. I wasn't trying to come across as an asshole. It's just we got a bunch of people in here that we normally don't have this many people talking all at once, so I just wanted to try to keep the peace as much as I can.
Yeah,
No, it's fine. It was my fault.
Oh no,
I'm
it's
pretty
fine.
easygoing. I'm pretty easygoing, dude. I'm pretty easy. So don't worry.
So with you doing, let's see, are they gonna? Am I gonna get a res? Maybe res. No, they're gonna just say fuck it. Oh no, look, I am getting res. Woohoo! All right, so back with broker. So you have all your stuff set up. How many sales, or how long have you been doing broker?
So I just did broker. I think I just got the role official. So I just got it officially Saturday, I think.
Okay.
But I've been so I was broker training for about a week and a half now.
Okay. So how many sales have you had as a broker so far, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, so I haven't done too many. So I've only done, I want to say 8 sales so far.
Okay.
And that's because I do a lot more boosting than I do sales.
Of course.
I only like look for sales when I'm actually like really wanting to look for them and I have nothing else to do. So but yeah, I only encourage you to get 5 sales in a week for you to become a broker.
Okay. So how hard or how difficult was it to get the 5 sales? Was it difficult?
It took me 2 or 3 days. When they do their ALT spams, it's like the perfect time to get them. I got 3 sales just from selling ALTC.
Oh wow. Okay. So definitely like the Monday, Tuesday is pretty hot then.
Yeah, and you need days. So like Friday is a great day for getting ALTC, and then Saturday, Sunday, Mondays they always do ALTC. Monday's another great day because M plus.
Yeah, for M plus for getting your
Yeah,
chests.
because Vault.
Yeah, because of Vault.
Yeah.
So like just during the weekends, like you could just easily between Friday and Monday.
Have you been a part of any of the Torghast runs?
I haven't been doing Torghast runs because as long as you get a boosting role inside of the Discord, you're allowed to boost Torghast. So those Torghasts fill up very quickly.
Okay. So
And if
essentially,
you're a
essentially
demon
it's
hunter, you can do it so easy.
yeah. So essentially, that's kind of that'll probably be where if you're lower end IO and not able to run higher mythics, then that'll probably be a lot of what you're starting out with.
Yep.
Okay. Fair enough. And what's the average cut on a Torghast run? Like I didn't see what the pricing was it for it.
It's like 100K. Let me see here, because normally people buy two layers, and so let's see. Okay, so the last one that came through was 1 layer, was 44.8K, and you're just soloing it, so you just instantly get 44K for finishing, or 45K, just about.
Oh
and
wow.
then 2 wings, it's now 89K. So.
Yeah, because one of the things I was kind of curious with is how it works and how you could go about being like a pretty solid booster if you were just running like rogue and being able to just kind of surpass things and then only pick up the things that you wanted as long as you were getting everything that you needed to actually finish it. Mm-hmm. I was always curious at how quickly you could actually pull somebody through a Torghast pull.
Yeah, I don't know how quickly. I would probably say probably about half an hour is how quickly you get through Torghast. Like slow end, like that's like maximum. I would assume. Like I think the slowest I've actually heard about somebody doing was like 2 hours, and that's really when it was Holy Pally. And I think that person got talking to, but
they got a slap on the wrist.
Yeah. But yeah, no, definitely it's going to be something that's super quick and easy. I haven't done it myself because, so like the last Torghast that came in, just for the 1 layer, it had 5 people sign up. And for the double layer that came up even earlier, they had 15 people try to sign up for that boost.
Damn.
So, yeah, I don't even try to go for them. But also the community does offer other boosts, so they're trying to get PvP boosts, level boosts. They do have mount sales.
Damn,
Yeah,
this
heroic, mythic. Which actually,
This-
I think they just have 2 guilds start selling mythic now.
this warlock that's in here is absolutely big dick DPS in it.
It's Asmongold, dude.
Oh, is that what it is?
No, I'm just playing.
Playing warlock. Shit. But then you
You
look
know
at
he's a
the
warrior.
you look at the oh, I was about to say the Dreadbite was like 30% of the DPS. Let's see.
Demo has a pretty solid dog build.
Does it?
So I hear.
I haven't really played around a whole lot with
Tree Knot's reading his Twitch stream, like, what's going on here?
oh, I
Just me
forgot.
saying all sorts of weird stuff. I'm doing a promo.
Ah, I see.
Known for our TLC runs.
Oh man. So how I want to this is how what I want to know is how when you went about trying to get your sales. So what were your interactions with people?
So normally, so I would do a regular copy and paste up in the broker chat,
Mhm.
and then from that they would just whisper me and like either be like price or stuff like that, and I would give them price, and then try to like keep like so I start kind of high and then try to like bring it down a little bit as a little time going on.
Yeah.
So just to try to get some gold out of it. Otherwise, you could. There's also there's a recommended price, and then there's like a minimum bear price.
Where are you?
Yeah, you can kind of cut it down.
I'm at 12.
Yeah, but I mean, cut into your own profits, but there is quite a bit of wiggle room you can have.
I was just kind of more wondering if you had a bunch of trolls kind of like commenting or talking to you and stuff like that, because another thing that I was a little worried about was, you know, whether or not there was going to be like competition reporting your chat and all that kind of stuff.
No, I would have.
No, you don't normally get like. So like I take my time with spamming, so I don't get chat restricted. But it kind of seemed like competition doesn't really try to like report you because they're just there trying to do their things as well.
Gotcha.
So it's more of just people actually just reporting you. I feel.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Makes
just because
sense.
they're mad they have no gold.
Exactly.
I'm mad that they don't have enough gold to buy their Keymaster.
Yeah. What's Keymaster like? What you get for the week?
No. Keymaster is getting all
Like,
time
fully spec'd.
15s.
That's like 2 million gold, right? A little bit above that.
2.5, right?
Yeah, the thing is,
2.5 right now with Phoenix.
Yeah.
yeah, I think Accelerate does 2.4 right now.
So I was
Oh,
telling,
that's right. Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
you were in. No, you weren't in here. I was telling them. I messaged Phoenix and I asked how much for Son of I think Gallic. It's
Hey,
the
Rick, what's going on? Glad you could make it.
Glory of the Origami. Spawn of Gallic Raz.
Oh, it's got Spawn of Galacras.
So I asked how much, and they took like 10 minutes to get back to me, and then they were like 900k.
Oh my god.
And then
What the
I got it for 50k. So I was telling them like I have a community that only runs Horde, but they do like for instance right now they're doing Antor and Gloomhound for 60k, which I would say is reasonably priced.
Yeah.
It takes about
Well-
like an hour and a half, 2 hours to do it.
Yeah, right now the Accelerate Boosting community doesn't do achievement mounts.
Yeah. Just the rare find mounts, right?
That's all they sell right now.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if like
It'll eventually get to that.
Yeah.
For sure. That's pretty much the inevitable progression when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And I'm glad to see that they're really heavily talking about getting over into Alliance and also pulling out RBGs.
Oh yeah. The
Alliance,
PvP
yes,
one.
please.
Yeah, Alliance, yes, please. Yeah, I think that we'll probably have a couple people from the channel here that'll be interested in doing boosts and broker, especially on Alliance and Horde, and for me, especially when you start when they start having Alliance and stuff, I'll have a more of a reason to continuously keep my 4 accounts open, because then I'll just have you know, 2 Alliance characters and 2 Horde characters up at all times.
Yeah, the one thing I do like about the Accelerate Discord though over other boosting keys is 100% the automatic like keys and stuff like that.
Yeah, that is super nice.
Because like I'm in 2 other boosting communities and it's always you have to talk to the broker and then it's broker discretion.
Exactly, and that's what I did really like about Accelerate. So Rick, we're still in the baby step process of the guild. So the guild, if anybody is interested that is listening, so we're going to be doing essentially a community guild on my 2 main servers, which is Storm Rage and Bleeding Hollow. And Bleeding Hollow is going to be Horde, and Storm Rage is going to be Alliance. So anybody is more than welcome to join in. Let's see, what's the other one? Storm Rage. Are you on Storm Rage, Rick?
Rick, brother.
All right. Well, I think that's pretty much all the questions that I had for broker and boosting and stuff like that. Actually, you know what? I lied. There is one more question I had. So, what is the experience like with actually getting the money over to the guild? Or the gold over to the guild? Like whenever you finally get it from the person that's buying, and then what's the process like for you actually contacting them and getting the gold over to them after you make that sale?
You mean over to like the boosters?
Yeah. Well, because the booster, don't you have to go through essentially like a community bank?
So what I do is I get
60. Sorry about that.
grab it's okay. I grab the gold from you, and so if it's a Mythic Plus, I will put it into the queue, and then I'll wait until the party actually fills, and then I'll invite the group leader to a group, and then have you get started, and then I'll start the process of depositing into the gold into the guild bank, and then from there it gets distributed out to everybody who does the run.
Okay. So that's not as bad.
Yeah. So it's literally just a quick deposit that I do into the guild bank, and then I have to keep a record of it that I deposited and whatnot. But then it's just free to go. And then if you're doing like a mythic or heroic raid, I might have to actually I can either take a deposit, and then a half an hour before the raid happens, you have up until the half an hour before the raid comes to pay off the rest of it, or you can just pay all up front. And what I'll do then is do the exact same thing as I do as a Mythic Plus, is deposit the gold into the guild bank, and then I put your name into a sheet to inform the guild this is you're paid, ready to go, and they'll invite you once the raid comes around, half hour before the raid. So.
Okay, that's not bad. Let's see.
The reason I was saying it'd be cool if we were a raid group is because like if there was I don't think there's not any I can think of right now, but remember the big blue dragon around the end of BFA? It's called
Is that
Uncorrupted Voidwing.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
like you know how you just have to get to a
Oh,
certain
there's that one.
part.
Yeah, that was ahead. Yeah, for ahead of the curve.
Yeah, like you just have to get to a certain part of the. Actually, weird thing is I found out is around the end of VFA is when I got the mount, and a lot of people thought because the achievement went away, you couldn't get the mount anymore, but that was false. So I actually went and I never got the achievement, but I got the mount, which I thought was pretty cool. Because that's all I really cared about was the mount.
Yeah, Rick, it's gonna be pretty nice. So essentially, what we're trying to set up is, or well, what I envision having set up with the guild is a really solid place for anybody that's new to want to come in and like really start making gold, start learning about making gold, have people online that you can talk to in the game about it, as well as having accessibility to materials and stuff like that that we have in the guild. Ooh, there we go.
Now, question. I was gonna say, not only is that price for a Time Lost Protodrake, is that the same price for ANX as well?
Moon. Moon's still here?
Yeah, he's probably just muted because he's
Yeah,
at
he's
work.
muted himself.
He muted himself.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, so now I don't have to spam dungeons anymore, and I can start doing all the.
'Cause you hit
maw.
60?
See, but now there's a bigger grind ahead of you.
Well, now I just got to do the maw.
Got to do the mod, the Covenant campaign, get your Covenant gear, all that shit.
I ain't doing that shit on
Get
this.
legendaries.
Yeah, but you don't have to get that far just to be able to open up legendaries.
Is this the first 60 that you ever had?
Oh no, this is
Then
like.
you can just skip and pick the Covenant right away, right? You don't have to do all the quests.
Oh yeah, I've already been in my covenant.
No, he's
for a
max
while.
level.
I just hit 60 now. So no, what I was talking about is I need to figure out where I need to go to. Now this part is the part that always takes me a little bit to figure out, to be honest with you, because I
What
always
you need?
do it. So I need to find the quest that I need to do to get myself started in the mod to unlock the legendaries now that I'm 60.
You gotta go to your Covenant, do the skip the intro in the chat box for that, and then you'll get a quest to go to Bolvar and Oribos, and he'll start the process off.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's the part. So I got to go to my actual covenant hall.
Is the Heart of Azeroth even worth it anymore or no?
Not anymore.
Oh god, no.
What about the cloak?
The quest is called Into the Maw. The part of your campaign.
That's the intro. That's the leveling intro.
Yeah.
He's talking about the max level thing.
Yeah, it's part of your campaign. It's the first one you do. It's called Into the Maw.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Interesting. Fall through the mirror. I think I have to do this.
Are you
part
Venthyr?
first. Yeah.
What are you?
Venthyr.
Warrior, yeah?
He's awesome Fury Warrior.
Okay.
As they all should be.
You could have went with Phase. Phase is better for Mythic Plus.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, bet more AoE. It's
Okay. Yeah, see, I was trying. My thought process behind it was that I was trying to use Venthyr to boost a little bit of my single target because my AoE is already really good.
Yeah, it's true. But in
I guess in Mythic Plus, it just
the
makes me
Warrior
burn everything out.
Yep. And because you're target capped, it helps.
Rick, probably. So that one's gonna be hard for me to say for sure. I would probably say that I'm gonna stick with Horde a little bit more than Alliance, and that's only because I have all my rep and stuff already grinded up on Horde, but I mean, I'll eventually get all my Alliance tunes up as well.
Was it Sage asking me a question when I was muted?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say that the guild that sells the Time Lost Project for 100k. Do they do ANX as well?
What one's ANX? I don't do mounts, so I don't really
You
care for
drop
them.
Deep home. Rare spawn
Oh.
flying around.
Yeah.
How much is it? Like around the same?
Yeah, probably.
Probably easier to get considering the portal to Deep Home's just right there, and you can check it for all 4 different instances for that mount. Whether it's war mode on
Yeah, but on my
Only
server,
time war mode and off.
on my server, there's people just sitting there camping it.
on all
Yeah, I
4,
went there to check it out, and
yeah.
there was so many people. They're all on
Yep.
their time lost proto drakes, just waiting. Hounds.
Yep.
I go there and I mess
But
with
yeah,
them.
the next time I see the guild trying to sell one, I'll let you know. Sage.
All right.
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go there and check it out.
All right, so
I cannot wait to get home. I'm over today right now. All I want to do is go home, do my weekly 15, and then level.
Do you work
I've been
with
slack.
cars?
Nah, I work in a factory at the moment while I'm at uni.
Car factory?
Nah,
What's the horn
No.
over and over again?
it's a
forklift.
14.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
now that you say
drive
that, I
forklift.
remember I used to work at like making like
ooh, God.
basically like machinery parts, like big like metal
Yeah.
parts. Yeah, I remember that now. They blow the horn all the time.
You have
Rick,
to.
it is Horde is Bleeding Hollow.
Yeah, I just can't wait to finish my first degree.
And this is my first time. Anybody been Vinthier? Because
Yeah, I am on my DK.
the
what do you
fuck is
need?
this quest?
Okay. So
I'm
have you got the
lost.
quest to go to your covenant? Have you got the quest to go to your hall?
The Sinfall.
So, yeah. So he is upstairs, and he isn't actually in your covenant. He's like,
Okay.
you have to go upstairs and then go talk to him and then walk down. Sometimes the quest bugs out.
So do I get up? Can
So-
I get upstairs by taking the flight?
No, you just walk upstairs. So,
Dude,
if you're in
I've never been in this Covenant Hall, so I have no idea where.
Okay, so go out to where the big mirror is,
Okay.
and then turn right, and then there should be stairs around the corner.
Oh, there
I
we
spend
go.
way too
Okay.
much time. Yep, and then go to the very top of the stairs, and there'll be a guy there with a question mark on the top of his head to start the quest.
Sweet.
Well,
Hell
to finish
yeah.
the quest and then start the second part.
Yeah,
Just
wanna
make
get-
sure you don't run. Make sure you don't run too far ahead of him, because he will bug out and he will just walk there, and the quest won't complete.
Oh shit, this guy. Let's see.
I'm assuming yes.
Prince. Yeah.
I just said that nobody would do it, and they surprised me, and they went and did it.
Wait, what are they doing?
What? Go
They were
lower
posting.
on the gems.
Yeah, they went lower on the freaking gems.
What?
Yeah, mine are 4 gold. Mine are 4 gold at the moment.
2 gold under vendor value. I was gonna say these things vendor for 2.5.
Nah, on my server.
Oh, that's
on my server.
stupid.
Yeah, it's under vendor value. I don't know
Yeah,
what-
but I mean, I can't. So I've had probably 3 or 4 times on Bleeding throughout the entire expansion where I've been able to get like 4 to 5 stacks of the red gems at a gold each.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why.
It's because you need them and another gem to make the 1 gem.
Yeah.
So people just get rid of them because they can't use them by themselves.
Oh, well, fair enough, but still.
But for under vendor
It's
value.
know.
usually the cheapest gem out of them all.
You would think that they would just at least vendor it if they were going to do that. Why take a loss and compound your
Because
loss?
people don't know. Because people don't know.
You're going to compound your loss because you're not only going to lose gold, but
They
you're
don't
also going to
understand.
lose gold and get your 5% cut out of your lost gold.
Yeah, and they don't know, bro.
Maybe
don't
they
know.
go real quick.
Oh, which?
Speaking of uni, does someone want to do my assignment that is due in a couple of weeks? Because I really
Like
can't be
Coke,
fucked.
Diet Coke.
Yeah, I
Actually, can I get the vanilla?
don't think so.
Oh, here's another one. Pallid Bones. The next highest price is 3 gold, and this guy's got it posted on. Oh, let's find out.
Hey Moon,
Yo,
do they accept Storm Age Gold for the Time Lost Prototype?
probably not.
What server? Are they
They're
on?
That's a good thing to mention.
Do they
Frostmourne,
get
man.
gold on the
How,
server?
how dare they?
Frostmourne. Okay, I can do you a deal. I can do you a deal if you're a good bloke. I can pay for it on my server, and you give me Storm Age Gold.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's trying to. I knew that was going to come up because I know that he's trying. Moon's
Trying to get
coming
gold
over.
over there.
Yeah, Moon's coming over with us.
Because I want it too.
Yeah.
So it's not just like one person. Like it'd be like a whole group of
Yeah.
people that want it.
That's okay. I have like 1.1 mil gold just sitting there. I'm trying to transfer.
Can you put 8 people in a group? Like is that still
No,
work?
5.
4?
5.
5.
It's 4
I don't know.
because of the main person.
I was gonna
Sage
Moon,
definitely wants it at 100k.
What,
I
bro?
was gonna say, if you asked me, you could have transferred the full 1.5.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Mm.
But I'm a nice guy, alright? Leave me alone. I just do stuff for the community. Oh yeah, so also, if any Alliance people need a key done, I'm doing one when I get home.
Can you bring a 52? That works.
No,
No.
no.
Oh come on! Just put me
Okay.
on your shoulder.
Let's see.
Just
No,
fight
it
the
actually
whole-
doesn't work.
I know
It
my way
actually
around
doesn't
the
work.
Alright, you want-
system.
Yeah, you have to be
Yeah,
at
let's
the
just
level.
do that.
I figured.
It's not
Where's the
vanilla
next-
anymore, man.
Yeah, I'll give away like a 12 to whoever wants it.
So any last minute questions? Otherwise, I'm probably hop off.
Cameron was saying that he needs
What'd you say?
gold on a dead server.
I said, is there any last questions for the Accelerate Boosting community? Otherwise, I'm about to pop off.
Yeah, no, I think we're pretty good. But thanks for
got a
coming
question.
in, answering all the questions. Oh, there you go.
How was your day today?
Stopping by.
It was a good day today.
That's good.
What colors are your socks? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I thought I'd throw something weird.
I'm wearing fluoro green socks with pizza on them.
Okay.
Oh, there you
that's-
go.
See, it was a good question.
Man, I'm a sock guy. I have some weird, wacky socks. I should start
Tree,
posting them.
See how I just
I
randomly
highly
did that?
appreciate you coming in and talking with us and answering all our questions, and also for the extremely smooth boost. So again, if anybody's hanging out, if you haven't already, check the very first chat that I have down. It's Trees Stream. Make sure you go over and follow, and then
I follow.
also the second one is for the Accelerate Boosting community. We're going to be making follow-up stuff probably next stream. I'll have a little bit more brokering under my belt. We had a bunch of questions, so I'm not going to get to that tonight, but I'll spend this next week kind of getting used to brokering myself, and then we'll talk more on next stream about that. So, but Tree, thanks for stopping in, and
thanks for
welcome
having
back anytime. Come and hang out, whatever you need.
Oh, for sure, I had a blast being here.
Oh, good, glad.
Yeah, you were dope, bro. Good first guest.
Yeah, absolutely. This was our first guest from outside on the stream, so it was a pleasant experience to say the least.
Oh, I do have a question for you, Tree.
Yep.
I did hear a rumor about them banning accounts for not allowing accounts to be exclusively used for for advertising services.
Yes,
Yeah, they do.
they do.
So essentially,
So as
It
long
has to be an account you use. It can't be a fresh account that you just spam on, because they made accounts with like level 1s and they were just spamming.
Yeah.
yeah,
So like,
they don't want to. So it's part of their systems that they'll automatically pick out these accounts with level 1s, and they'll just kick them for that.
no, they don't like ban you once you get a report on you. So like if you get reported for like spamming trade, they'll kind of like take a look and be like, oh, why is this account not having any achievements, and why is this level 1 getting reported for spamming?
That's what I'm saying. Is it kind of an automated thing now, where they just don't want to change it? It's like, well, if you do this, we can't be held accountable if you get banned because these kind of accounts are used for gold spells and whatnot.
Zero achievements, but gold cap.
There you
That's the goal. And a spectral tiger.
Because they've definitely had I would say they had like 2 or 3 accounts where like that's happened before, and people complain about it because they lost like 5 million, 50 million gold, and it's just like lost in another, and they got like super mad about it. But no, that is 100% the Blizzard ruling on it. You cannot have an account just for sales. It has to be an account doing something.
And also, you know how you said having gold cap and then not having achievements, you get achievements for getting gold.
Well, for looting it, not from getting it from trade though.
Yeah.
You're in WoW court. You're like, yeah, man.
What do you mean, GM Island?
Yeah, you're like, I killed the boss on GM Island, and that's why I got gold cap. They're just gonna be like baffled.
Just one gold cap?
Just one. Whenever you make a character, it automatically gold caps. Weird, I don't know.
All right, Tree.
Have a good one, Trey.
Yep.
Thanks for having me, guys. Have a good night.
Yep. You too.
I'll 100% see you around.
You'll be
later,
missed,
man.
brother.
We'll see.
And if you have
around.
any more questions, feel free to message me on Discord or Twitch, anything like that. So,
We'll do. All right, man. Take it easy. Have a good night.
Yep.
All right.
He gave me a spectral tiger, for free.
Hey, Cameron, what do you mean a dead server?
I'm trying to get a tier 3 set, so I need gold on a dead server still at tier 3.
My
isn't going
server's my server's is the biggest server in OCE. Like we have like 50,000 people. And then we have and then we have like 5 servers attached to my server.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they moved
Fun times.
at the start of Shadowlands. They added five servers to our server. It was so annoying. Prices of everything dropped drastically.
Oof.
Why is there an
Yeah.
invisible wall here?
Like what are the auction house mounts looking like? They're cheap, like 20k.
Like
Across
what?
the
What
board.
ones? What mounts?
I need jeweled Onyx Panther.
That is 100k, just about.
That's 100k here too.
Yeah, it's at that price because the cost of one of the things is from a vendor.
What about the Great Sea Ray?
That's what one's that one? Does it look like a ray? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the one that you catch like in cool tiras and shit. Like not the
No,
one from.
I regret selling those because I was gonna say I should have caught as many of those as I could and not sell them for like 500.
Don't know actually. To be honest, I haven't looked at that mount in a while.
Yeah, because
Um,
on my realm it's like 223k right now.
I
That's,
will
like,
let
absurd.
I will let you know in about 40 minutes when I get home.
Because if it was like 60k,
How dare you not be home right now, Moon?
I know, right?
Sorry.
I said, how dare you not be home right now?
You know this. You know, there's this magical thing, you know, called Undermine Journal. Where you could just
Sir,
fucking,
are you trying to make a point here?
yeah.
How dare
get
you?
off my back.
How dare you? How dare you have an opinion in my Discord?
Oh god damn it! I've lost
God.
my rank. I've lost my rank. I'm out. God damn it.
Jesus.
I actually play World of Warcraft
Rookie.
on a MacBook with one of those pens. That's how I play World of Warcraft. On
Oh really?
On the iPad with the pen.
I would pay good money to watch you do a 15k with me.
Yeah. That'd be a struggle. No, I don't actually do that.
I
That'd be
mythic
weird.
such-
I actually have a friend that plays a Frost DK with a Xbox controller.
No way.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
because they're like 4 buttons.
Is he doing Mythic
Is it-
Keys though?
Yeah. He did like a 10 with me, and he was like
On a
second
controller.
on damage.
Don't make fun of my.
He has he
Don't
has a
make fun
problem
of
with his hand. He has a problem with his hands, so
Oh,
he actually can't. So he can't use a keyboard. So that's why he uses a.
well, at least he's second
Although-
on damage.
Yeah. Have you seen the guy that did Mythic 10 out of 10 last in BFA without any arms?
No.
It was a Well Heard article. Google it.
What?
But yeah, there's a CE raider that raids without any. He was born with no arms, and he uses like one of these breath things, and he raids with it.
I've seen
he's a
someone
t-
use
and he's-
that for
And
COD.
he's a tank. And he's a tank.
Holy crap.
Yeah, he plays Blood DK normally.
So what you're saying is that I have
you-
no
you-
excuse for how
Yeah.
shit I am at the game.
Yeah, no fucking
Zero,
excuses.
zero.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have any max level characters on Alliance, Modest?
No, none yet.
No. Okay. Cool.
Sage, do you use a
let me know.
controller?
Let me know when you do.
I know how to set it up to run well with the controller. I mean, I'm
Of
quite
course-
good
of
at
course
making
he-
out the one
Of
button.
course.
he uses.
Of course. What?
What do you need a
Sage-
keyboard for when all
Sage
you do
is all about
disenchant all
comfort.
day?
He's
I
all
can
about
make anything
comfort.
done.
When all you do is disenchant all day, you don't need a keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, it's overkill.
Oof, burn.
I was gonna
Hey,
say,
he makes more money.
Inconfirmed.
He makes
he
more.
does make a boatload more money than I've ever made, or to be honest.
I
I'll
have
probably spend more
650
money than he
gold. How do I
makes.
fix that?
How do you fix it?
How much?
Dance
Yeah.
naked in Goldshire.
650 gold.
I mean, you could. I heard that.
Taking off all
ERP
your
and
armor and selling
Goldshire is really good.
Sure,
you
one of
take
you
off all
don't
your
want to pay
armor
me to
and
go
sell
farm
it?
a bunch of fish for you? The Dark Moon Dagger Maw? I get
They're not really
500.
worth it anymore.
No thanks.
Yeah.
They're not worth it anymore. Ever since they got rid of
Yeah, you know they're
speed food.
12k? They're 12k for 500 on the auction house.
Yeah, because no one wants them.
Yeah, I just went and farmed that mount out just because I didn't have it.
Oh, the Ray.
Yeah, I did that
Ah,
yesterday.
yeah.
Yeah, about the only reason that they're still worth really the only reason that they're still technically worth anything
It's the same with
is
the
because of
bones
the
from,
Dark Moon.
It's the same as the
Firewater.
bones from
yeah, I was-
Dino Isle.
Yeah.
Same with the bones.
Well, it's for
like,
the
they
mount
were-
and the porcupine pet.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't.
Do-
But that's cheap on my server. That's only like 30k.
Do any of you not have the Dark Moon mounts, like the bear and the other thing?
Oh, I love the Dark Moon Bear.
Because you can
me?
I
farm,
don't have them.
you can farm
I don't.
100 Dark Maw, and you can go over to the fisher and give them the 100 Dark Maw fish for a map, and the map will reward you 100 prize tickets.
Yeah, but that seems like way too much effort for me.
Nah, it takes like
If
5
it's-
minutes.
Nah, if it's not in Shadowlands or a Mythic Dungeon, I don't do it, man.
I like fishing, to be honest.
Oh,
That's how, like, the best amount I have is the riding turtle, and I caught it fishing.
I couldn't think. To be honest, man, I couldn't think of anything slower and worse than just sitting there fishing in a game.
I love it.
I don't even like fishing in real life. That actually sounds like my hell.
I message random people on Instagram while I fish, and I just,
So what I'm gonna do?
Start arguments.
So what I'm gonna need,
Start arguments.
Moon, whenever you come over to Storm Rage, is I really need
Yeah.
fish.
How about you go get fucked?
Wait, did you say when you come over to Storm Rage? 'Cause I have
Yeah,
a bunch
man.
of fish right now.
No, I was just
You
fucking
name
with
it,
it,
I
man.
have it.
He's just fucking with me because he knows how much I hate fishing.
Now, I will say this: the only time that I can say with full honesty that I actually enjoyed fishing was
That's a tall order.
I know, but I actually did enjoy it. Was what was the BFA corruption patch?
Oh yeah, 8.3.
Yeah,
8.3.
8.3. So when they did 8.3, and then
Yeah, the fish make you a lot of money.
well, they did, and
It's
the
boatload.
gloop pet. So
Ah, yes.
no one even I made a video on it, and it got like 20k views, and still nobody knew about the fucking gloop pet. and like nobody on my two
'Cause it's
servers was
fishing.
yeah, because it's fishing, and like nobody on my two servers was selling them at all. Hands down was probably the second time after Shadowlands that I made the most gold that I ever made. So
Although
probably a
here's the thing.
solid 1.8 mil in BFA just on those pets.
That's pretty decent, man.
There's only
Do
two
you know-
gold makers who care about fishing, and that's Modest and Student.
Well,
Do you know
yeah,
something?
fishing's fucking balling when the expansion comes out.
Does anybody
Oh,
here
yeah,
not
you
have the
could.
riding turtle or the sea turtle?
I don't think I have the riding turtle.
Me.
Because if we get our
The
garrison,
riding turtle's so slow.
join a raid group and
It
we can
actually
just keep fishing the minnows and killing the NPCs, and you can use the
isn't
loot
that the
range.
one that goes at like 40% movement speed? It,
Yeah, like it's
goes
really
slower
slow,
than a
but
normal mount?
it's a TCG mount. And I have Speedy, the little pet turtle, to go with it.
Yeah.
Don't shit on my goals. No, I'm just.
Yeah. I'll be taking a hard pass. Like,
Yeah, I
the
ride
hardest
around on
of
it, and then I do
passes.
/S, and I
Oh,
just
shit.
yell at people in Stormwind. That's how me and Cameron met. I spit on him.
Well, I
Way to get
mean, you
friends.
know, romances are made every day, you know, with less.
I was gonna say you're into your own thing, man. That's just there's no shame in.
Long as
Well,
it
he
wasn't during COVID.
He was on a. It was like yesterday. He was on a spectral tiger. That's why he got spit on.
Oh.
Yeah, I get that. Well, you can come to Australia. We don't have it.
COVID?
We have like 2 cases.
Yeah, it literally doesn't exist there because the.
No,
the
you
New
just
World
have
Order
giant
doesn't care
snakes
about
that eat
They're like,
big
we're okay,
deer
we're
or
leaving
something.
Well, it's because the Earth is flat. We're just so far away.
We're
It's
back
because-
on lockdown where I am.
Nah, we're not. We've been out of lockdown since Christmas. Like, even earlier, to be honest. I think it was like
Well, you guys
October.
were smart.
The people here are just dirty in Canada. They must be doing H or something. Something's plaguing the people. We have like 170,000 new cases.
Jesus
Weird, because you know
Christ,
why? We're
some
getting
people like a
lots of
licking.
vaccines. Lots of people are doing vaccines. All of a sudden, the
I was
cases
gonna
are going
say,
up.
I
I'm
was
not
gonna
taking
say-
shit.
I was gonna say, cases wise, Brazil reported that their hospitals are just absolutely devastated. That they're even
actually,
running out of
I just
supplies.
googled it. We had an outbreak of 7.
Oh, damn.
We had an outbreak of 7.
H users.
I was gonna say, I'm
Bro,
assuming
it's not,
the
man.
only reason you got 7 was because they licked the same doorknob.
They come in from England.
Son, what's going on?
If you want free vaccines, go to Serbia.
I was gonna say,
You
if
get
you
it.
wanna
You get it with a
know
bottle of
or
vodka.
not, just cough on a rich person. You'll find out pretty quick.
Yeah,
They're
so
doing free vaccines if you're a Serbian or if you're coming from out of the country. Whatever, they don't care. They're even giving vaccines out to their neighboring countries.
Whoa. I've never paid for a vaccine in my life. I get mine for free anyway.
That's because you're not American.
Yeah, damn right.
I don't use vaccines, and my reasoning is, I'm gonna die alone one day anyway. So it might as well be today.
Yeah.
To be
but,
honest, I'm 370 pounds right now, and I just 2 days ago I started diet pop.
Can someone please do math for me? What is pounds to
the only one doing
kilos?
a diet pop.
Divide by
Um,
2.2.
Can someone?
divide,
someone
What,
I was gonna say
stone?
divide
Like
by
stone is
2.2.
what you mean? Like, are you in the UK?
No, I'm Australian.
Oh,
Kilos is what the rest of the world uses.
I'm like 17. The
Hey,
kid
we don't talk about those weird measurements here, okay?
What?
Man, I want to know kilos.
Kilos.
And that's it, guys.
The only thing
169 kilos.
I measure in kilos is my cocaine. So
Damn right. Nah, do it in pounds. Nah, do it in pounds. It sounds like you have a lot more.
yeah.
167 kilogram.
Is
Or
that how you get through a
167,000.
12-hour shift at the hospital, Modest? You just bump a kilo of coke?
Yeah,
Wait,
most of
does.
the time it's about half, but you know.
he Scarfaces it. Just shoves his face right on the dashboard. People from work come out and ask him if he's okay and shit. He's like, "Go away."
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
Go and get.
I'm better now.
Modest to your
fucking
face.
hell.
Thanks, bro. I hope you wouldn't tell anybody about this. Hate to see what happened to you.
Nah,
Hey, say, what's up?
the thing that I know this is a lot of he said she said kind of bullshit, but the thing that I like, I get where they're coming from with some things, especially in the US, but like
what?
so I understand when it comes to actual like COVID deaths. So like I understand that, hey, you know, if you're because there's a bunch of people that are like trying to say that we're drastically inflating our rate and say what we're saying. So
but the studies are showing that you are drastically doing it.
oh yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that I don't agree with the people that are saying like, hey, you know, they had COVID but they don't have it anymore, but they die in the hospital.
Oh yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah,
no, they still need to
that's
be counted.
ludicrous.
They still need to be counted as a COVID death because they died from pneumonia.
Yeah, but what about them being,
But
400 pounds, having a heart attack, and having type 2 diabetes?
nope, absolutely, and I completely agree with
Yeah.
that. But either way, most of the time it is a respiratory demise.
We got
I
screwed.
read something. It happened in Minnesota. Someone died in a car crash, and they called it as a COVID death.
They do, and what happens is, and I don't like it. I don't agree with it. I think it's bullshit, but they're not going to change from it.
Because they get kickbacks.
Of course. So what it actually is what
The New World Order.
pretty much. So what happens is they'll have a car wreck, and then they are in the hospital and get COVID.
Yeah.
And then complications from COVID, since they're weak from the car wreck, end up killing them. And then they're considered a COVID death. And it's like,
yeah, but then they don't put
no.
into consideration they might have died anyway because of the car crash.
Yeah. Oh shit, my next death is gonna get me killed here, guys. I should have I fucked up and I didn't upgrade all my gear.
Oh, with the 265 gear that you can buy.
Yeah.
Has anyone on your server got the 171 gear yet?
What, the Shadebound stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's plenty of people that have it.
Yeah, because it's through rep.
Let's see.
Yeah, but here in Australia, we barely had any deaths and barely had any cases.
It's a Kid Leroy. He's
shit.
protecting everyone.
He is from where I am from.
Sage,
No way.
Sage and Hawk just said deuces.
What, they both left?
Yeah, so they both left and went into their own voice.
Yeah. I voted for him because he was on something called Unearthed High. It's like for high school kids. It's like a competition for high school kids on national radio, like our ABC radio. Run it.
Screen share quick to see something sad before I die.
And then I voted for Kid Leroy back in like
Tell me
2000
when
or
you're in.
whatever it was.
Let's
In what?
see.
My screen share so you can see quickly before I die.
I'm not in anything, bro. Give me a minute.
You see it? Is that you, Modest?
No, hold up.
I'm gonna die.
What are you dying from?
You'll see.
What? Where are you?
Look, this is where I belong.
In the
This is
deep.
where I belong. Look,
Oh god.
way down here. It's not enough. Even if I wanted to swim up, there's not enough time.
Hey guys, do you know what time it is?
Time to go home and get on the game and
Yeah,
take one
it's
of us
time to
through a plus.
It is.
12.
It is time to start packing up extremely slowly because I finish in 15 minutes.
I like
Time
that.
lost, Proto Drake.
I just take my time. I just did my last pick. Just
I
gonna
think
just
I think Sage is a little upset because I was gonna buy it from him for 400k, and then Moon said that he can get it for 100k.
Yeah, it's like 100k because they get 4 people, so they get 400k for the one sale.
I'm dying to get it. Oh, here we go! Here we go! I'm dying! Yes! Wow.
All
that was
right,
pretty
guys. Well, I think I'm gonna cut the stream here tonight. Got a bunch of our questions that we wanted for the boosting community kind of answered. So over the next week, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. I'm going to be testing a lot of the broker side of things, trying to see more numbers and how long it takes me to get sales and what my consistent numbers are with that. And then, yeah, we'll kind of go from there.
And
I'll
I'll let you know what it's like to be a booster.
Oh, there you go. I definitely am going to be having a couple more updates coming out for Noble Garden. There's some specific stuff that I want to talk about, but we'll get to that. There'll be some updates coming out
And I swear to
probably in
God,
the
if
next
you get another
next
mount-
day or two. Rick, I stream every Monday, 8:30 until whenever I start getting tired, and then I think we're gonna try. Don't hold me to it, but we did this last week. We did like a surprise stream midweek on Wednesday. I normally only stream once a week. I think that we might this next following week, whenever my schedule is back to normal, start doing that again to where we try to do 2 streams. So we'll try to do like a Monday and a Wednesday stream. So, because I've definitely been a lot more interaction up on YouTube, so I really enjoy it. But if you guys haven't already, make sure, if you're just like new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. The Discord community for Accelerate Boosting is in the chat below. Make sure you give them a follow on Discord. Check them out if you're looking for any services, wanting to be a broker, wanting to be a booster. Talk to somebody on there. And again, our booster tonight was Tree, and his Twitch is linked at the very, very top. So make sure that you click on that, give him a follow. He's doing a giveaway for 15 plus keys at 100 followers. So you guys all take it easy and have